Hello.
We gotta get the energy up.
We gotta get the energy
Gotta
up.
get the energy up. I feel like the energy's a little low right now.
Lights are on. Should be good.
Wasn't talking about me, Chris.
Uh-oh, Coach Klein's texting me.
Oh boy.
Did you tell him 6:15? The email said 6:15. Okay.
Yep.
I forgot that after I sent the email. I was like, oh,
Nope, I told him to try to log on about 6:05.
yeah.
Make
Well,
sure
I
he's
was
all good to go and all that.
thinking, oh, I don't know if they said a time. I just assumed 6:15. So it's usually a good time. So hope everyone's doing good. Jared Williams in his house. Courtney here with us as well. Jared on the YouTubes. Courtney on the Facebooks. Those are working. Awesome. Lower third off. Perfect.
Courtney?
So we will be speaking with the head coach of the Blackwell Maroons, Connor Klein,
They're pretty good.
about 6:15.
Yeah.
6:15 tonight. Don't want to inflate his head, but Phil knocked it out of the park for me last week.
This is where Chris does something really sweet. Go ahead, Chris.
So, Jared, I saw the post with the other gentleman on social media, but I didn't see any pictures with Phil on social media.
I don't
So
allow pictures.
I just assumed the other guy was a little bit better, or he didn't want to put Phil on there.
I don't
Or
allow
I'm trying to figure out what the
I don't allow
reasoning for that is.
I don't allow pictures. My stuff is
That's my initial thought.
my stuff is so important, Chris, that we don't allow outside film. You know, like celebrities. I don't allow video or photography at any time I'm talking.
Your celebrity status doesn't allow
Well,
for it.
It's in my contract. No, thank you, Jared. That was fun. That was a fun couple hours. Had a good time. It was a lot of fun. That's a good group.
Was Dane there?
Dane was there.
Did Dane and Jared know each other?
I believe so. Yeah, I believe so. I think that's such a close-knit group. I think if they don't know each other really well, they know each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a very close-knit group, but good people. Got to see a high school, lifelong friend of mine was there. That was cool. From Eureka, Kansas.
Eureka, Kansas.
Yeah. So that was fun.
Right on the edge of the Flint Hills of America.
Yeah, Flint Hills of America. God's country.
I thought that was Norman.
No.
So everyone has their own. They can have their own.
Well,
If
but
you've never been to the Flint Hills in
Yeah.
Kansas, there's no place on earth like it. It's
there's really
beautiful.
not. It is gorgeous. Especially
Oh,
right
he
after
knows Blake better. Okay.
Especially right after. Yeah, Blake does. Yeah, Blake told me that him and Jared know each other real well. But Flint Hills, right after you burn,
Right after the burn, the green comes,
it comes in. It's like emerald. It's like Ireland. You just drive through the Flint Hills, you're like, holy smokes.
Oh, and
That's
just the
gorgeous.
rolling. And,
Oh, it's beautiful.
When's the last time you said "Holy smokes"?
Well, Chris, I've been working on my swearing.
Since 2? What time? Since what?
5:54.
Phil, it's been a solid 5 minutes, and I haven't heard a single curse word.
I'll work on that.
You've done great.
Thank you. No, my
You stopped yourself. I was listening to the podcast. Was it this week ago? You started to go, shot, or something along those lines. I was like, oh.
yeah,
He's working on his new language skills.
I was told by a lady that was very important in my life. Matter of fact, she gave me life. that the one thing that I should really work on is my cursing. And now she's been telling me this since I was 17. She used to come at me with a wooden spoon. She doesn't do that anymore.
Okay,
But,
I'm bored with that story. I heard.
oh, you're interrupting the story about
Did you-
my mom.
Have you ever had?
No, I
your-
heard.
Have you ever had your mouth washed out with soap?
I have.
I don't think I have. I heard you got called out on the social medias.
Uh-oh.
I did get called out on social media. Yeah, we'll be talking about that here. About what time is he coming on?
Oh, you want to hold on to it?
Yeah.
Wow.
About
He-
6.
he's-
Oh, no,
it's building
we're-
up. It's building
Oh,
up
yeah.
inside.
No, it's been building up since last night about 7:42 when I saw it.
His picker just.
I have a history with Blackwell coaches.
I don't know if that's good or not. Them Maroons are pretty tough.
That's all right. Like I told old boy that told me, that guy was a 2-time national champion. I said, I wasn't going down there to wrestling. No. They're Coach Klein. I had a birthday. I wished him happy birthday. He said, thank you, Phil. You need to work. You need to pick better. I'm talking about my picks on the show, and called me out in public. So but he's right. I do need to pick better. So
You just don't pick against them.
That's a fool's pick.
You're in third place.
Yeah.
That's a fool's pick. Well, that's
Hey,
my spot.
You landed. You got there.
Hey, bronze is good, man. Bronze is good. That's a
Not
great.
when there's 3 of us.
Hey, you don't got to say how many people showed up to the.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows. What am I, one back?
One back.
One back. Did Cash get me?
Bulldogs, Cash.
Oh,
Yep. Jared and I saw that one coming.
Coach Klein. How old is Coach Klein? Early 30s?
Probably right around there. I'd say under and over on. So you graduated high school in 2012. Phil, that was just after you, wasn't it?
I have kids older than him. That hurts. That really does. That hurts a little bit.
Let me do some. Let me do some. I don't even. I'll do the math. Why not?
Yeah, it's right at. It's near 30.
He graduated in 2012. It is like 31.
Yeah. I'd take the over on 30.
All right, we ready?
Yeah. I'm a 40th class reunion.
Hello and welcome inside the high school huddle, week 8 of the season, January 26, 2026. A lot of folks snowed in.
Yeah.
Along with the 3-time All-American Shawn, Silvis, Phil Nichols, I'm Chris Evans. Getting ready to talk some wrestling with you for the next couple of hours. Our highlight of the night, Coach Connor Klein of the Blackwell Maroons, #1 and defending state champions. Blackwell Maroons will be joining us here in just a few moments. But
That's good because he's got a curfew.
a lot of the pregame is not included in all the post-production stuff, but Coach Klein is a little bit younger than Phil.
A little bit. Wow. I didn't know how much younger. Wait a second. Carry the one.
You almost doubled him up.
Okay, I had been out of high school for 10 years. I'd been out of high school for 11 years when he was born.
That's right.
Sweet Jesus.
A lot of schools here on Monday were not in session. A lot of schools are already starting to cancel for tomorrow. And so I'm be curious how wrestling practices are going around the state with not going to school. And you have your virtual days or your snow days, but be interesting to see how they get to the mat.
I bet the really, 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 really outstanding programs find a way.
Yeah, I think it goes a little beyond even because sometimes if school's out of session, they won't let them hold practice inside the school facility. Yeah. So if they have another facility, they can use it. But if they don't, the school might not allow them to. I know that's the case in some schools. And also, if they're going to call school, like if they have a Tuesday duel, they'd be cramming to get in the door somewhere. But if they canceled the Tuesday duel,
which I think most did,
then they're probably just making sure they call the parents and tell them not to feed the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Starve your children.
Yeah,
please.
just starve them until we can get them on the scales, so they'll get them back on Wednesday, hopefully.
Now that we're here with 9 degrees and 1 degree lows, so here's the ultimate question: 100 degrees or 9 degrees?
Shawn, go ahead.
Depends on what I'm doing. I absolutely love cold weather. I absolutely love cold weather as long as I'm not cold. So if I can bundle up and not be cold and be out in the weather, I love winter. I love snow. I love it all. But the minute I get cold, you're done. I'm done. I'm ready to go inside. And it's kind of the opposite with the heat. I can handle a little bit more heat, but I don't like it as much.
I stay indoors on both of them, so it was better to me. No, I don't like to be cold either.
Yeah,
it was a reminder. I hate waking up at 8 o'clock in the morning to mow the yard, and it's hot already.
Okay, Chris mows his yard 3 times a week. Is that right?
Minimum 3.
Minimum 3 times a
yeah,
week.
Yeah.
He's got a special mower. What's that called?
Is it a reel?
I don't have a real mower.
Oh, you got the roller.
I got rollers.
roller.
Yeah, I got rollers. Yeah.
He lives for summer. You take summertime away from Chris, that means you can't cut grass.
Well, up until August.
Your life would be empty.
Once it gets into the school athletic season, then my grass.
I want to live long enough for you to get like in your 60s,
Yeah.
late 60s, early 70s.
See how I am?
Just so I could drive by and see your gear when you're out doing yard work.
I bet it
You
gets.
have a floppy hat.
I already have that.
No, but this one.
I imagine it'll get worse as I go with age.
No, it will.
I'll have less things to do, so my yard.
Chris,
will be,
everything does.
Oh,
Yeah.
It gets worse.
Coming at you like a freight train.
well, last week we got to see a lot of some district duels. I would be interested if you guys. We're going to talk to Coach Klein here in just a few moments, but maybe look at the district duels and maybe pretend to have how we would seed them.
That'd be fun.
I don't know if we want to get into all that.
We can get into our records.
I am excited about some of the matchups that are going to happen, maybe semifinals ish, and some of it could be just based on the current rankings, which I know are kind of a big tell. Wes was talking about how there's criteria, but that third criteria is the last 3 rankings. So if we look at those rankings, we can kind of get an idea of who's going to meet up in the semis. That might be fun. Just as that semifinal match, especially in 5A, ought to be real fun. On the other side of the bracket in 3A.
I think, from team wise, I think I was talking to a gentleman today that follows the sport closely and is involved in the sport, and he said, "Well, we know who's winning 3A, we know who's winning 4A, we know who's winning 5A. The only question is who's winning 6A." From the team, and I think that's accurate. I think there's clear favorites in 3A, 4A, and 5A. In my opinion.
Absolutely,
Clear
for sure.
favorites.
I think the semifinals in 3A, 4A, and 5A are going to be a blast.
Yeah.
And I think the finals in 6A are going to be a blast. I think that, like, if you're a fan just going to those tournaments, don't miss the semifinals. Don't miss that, because that's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be some great matchups, at least on the other side of the bracket from those heavy favorites. But obviously, 6A finals, Stillwater versus Edmond North. We saw what happened last year. It came down to the wire. And it came down to the last guy had to get a pin, and he did. It was crazy.
I know who I'm thinking is going to win 6A.
We'll have to make these picks as we get closer. Once the brackets come out, we'll make picks. That'll be fun.
Well, remember, Shawn, the only record that matters is postseason.
Well, see, that's I like the and there are heavy favorites in all the classes. So I like when it's more open.
Absolutely.
And that's why like your first round. When we get to dual state, obviously the championships are always fun. You just talked about the semis, but there's gonna be some, I don't know, like Chickasha, Guthrie, Elgin. That would be a fun duel. It's not a semi, it's not a final, but it'd be a fun duel.
Elgin Guthrie is always a great duel. They dueled the year Elgin won in 5A. That duel came down to literally the last 2 matches. It was fun.
So still 1, 8, 2, 7, 3, 6, 5, 4. Like Broken Arrow Mustang could be a semifinal.
Oh,
how fun would that be?
That'd be a blast.
Be a great semifinal.
That's one of the ones that I'm hoping for. I'm hoping
Mustang's
even
a bit of a sleeper.
You've got Bigsby, Mustang, Broken Arrow. Depending on how they get seeded,
right,
2 of those teams are going to be wrestling. You know what I mean? And that's going to be fun.
Who do you have third right now in 6A, Shawn? Who would you put third?
Bixby or BA is probably the question. Didn't one of them beat the other.
Mustang's still ranked 4.
Yeah,
and they're all. I think those 3 teams
are just lumped on top of each other. I think.
I always go back to. I say the same thing every week, but I haven't seen Bigsby or Broken Arrow yet.
Yeah.
And obviously I'll see them at the duels, but it's too late by then. So
right.
I don't know. I've seen Mustang. Mustang has some. They got
some cats.
They've got 6 to 8 kids. I don't know who's going to beat them. They're tough. They got 4 or 5 kids that, are very, so depending on how those other teams match up with them, I think how the matchups lay out, we'd have to look at the individual matchups to pick those teams, which, that's the fun of it, is trying to pick
What's the
what
difference
ways they're gonna
between
win.
dual competition and tournament competition is sometimes you can catch a break, somebody will catch one.
Yeah.
And that guy might be a matchup problem for you. This guy catches him, puts him on, and it's just, to me, that's what makes duels so pure.
Yeah, well, the other teams in a tournament, the other teams can help you.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
And in a duel, it's literally the matchups matter.
that's right.
Big thank you to Robbie over on Facebook. Bixby Duels BA Thursday.
Oh, very good.
Get this daggum snow out of the way so we can get that one in there. So
That's going to be telling.
And if that's at BA, they usually stream their stuff, I think. I know BA does, I'm not sure about Bixby. So hopefully BA can stream that and we can get the replay of that.
Yeah.
That will be big time. Thank you for that. And just a reminder, man, if you have a question or comment, throw it out there, man. We'll talk about it, whatever you want to talk about. That's usually what makes these shows really, really great is the interaction. You guys kind of tell us what's going on, and your topics might be better than our topics. But hold on to those because here in just a few moments, we're going to have Coach Connor Klein of Blackwell join us here in just a few moments. So, yeah, I've gotten to the point where I'm, okay, this is going to be the champion. Now I have to look at the big picture is like, okay, this first round's going to be good here and just pick and choose.
Yeah.
You know, the Stillwater Edmond North finals will be great, you know, so I like the openness. I don't know. I like it when I don't know who's going to win.
Yeah,
that's what makes it fun for me. But it's not the case this year.
It gets fun for me if I can just call one duel, you know, and I don't have to. I'm not looking at an 8-team bracket on 4 different divisions. It's a lot of information to go through. But when I get to call one duel, I can list. Okay, these are all their studs. These are all their studs. They're going to match up. Who do I think's going to win? It gets really fun each match when you know where the highlight matches. You know, okay, this guy's definitely going to win. This guy's definitely going to win. But what sometimes it comes down to is like you've got a sophomore and a junior, and neither one of them's really placed yet. You know, one of them's having a good season, and now it's like, okay, you're relying on your best guys to do what they're supposed to do.
Right.
But now you're relying on these guys that really haven't had to rely on.
Yeah.
And now one of those guys you got a freshman that, man, if he can pull off the upset, we can win this whole duel. That's to me when it gets really, really fun. Those kids that no one knows about that actually make the difference in the duel. That's a blast for me.
Yeah, well, kind of like the Blackwell kid last year who came and won the finals.
Yeah. Just
stuff like that. Yeah, events like that. Well, speaking of Blackwell, we're going to have Coach Klein after our opening time out here. I was able to go to the OG&E Coliseum where the state wrestling tournament will be. Yeah, I had to go back last week. I'm just telling you, that place is going to be rocking and rolling. There's not a bad seat in the house.
That's great
for the state wrestling tournament.
And Wes had said they're going to situate it to where there's kind of sections, so 5A can be here and 4A can be here. They're going to put those mats right in front of them.
Correct. They have a bigger area to work with on the floor areas. A lot bigger to work
that's
with.
going to be cool.
And I'm excited because I finally had my conversation with my client.
Told him they can let you off?
He said, no, you need to go do that. I said, oh, thank you, Lord.
And for the folks going to the OG&E Coliseum, you walk in, you can take the long stairs or you can take the escalator.
They have escalators?
They also have elevators there, too. Lots of options. 8 locker rooms.
What kind of place is this?
8 locker rooms. They're not real big, but there are 8 locker rooms.
Dust like what we're used to?
So there's been a couple of rodeo events in there. There is a little bit of dust in there.
But there's not 50 years worth of dust.
Oh, there's not?
Not 50
well,
years.
that's not any good.
Yeah. So the technology in the building is way better as well. So I think
makes you happy.
I think everybody it makes me really happy. I
have Wi-Fi in there?
Yeah. So I think everybody, once we get to the OG&E Coliseum, everyone is going to enjoy that. It's going to be a great look. Again, I think it's going to be really, really loud in there because there's not a bad seat, and there's tables and chairs up above where you can kind of just chill.
Does it seat more or less or comparable?
Little less,
but comparable.
Yeah, but more room space, more floor space.
Well, but there was always empty seats.
Right.
I mean, I like it because I think it'll feel bigger because it's going to be more close to being sold out.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. All right.
Hey, saying that,
yes.
Can you take that down? We got to
take the TV down, the camera down. What are we talking about?
How about that little thing that's got those names on it? There you go. These here, Chris, tell the story on this. Go ahead. It's your show. Go ahead.
So last year we were talking about the brand new OG&E Coliseum that will open up here for the first time. Well, the final wrestling state tournament, obviously at the Jim Nork Arena.
Yeah.
Now, gone.
Thanks, Jim.
Yeah. The last appreciate you.
Good memories.
Time to move on.
You're a winner.
But these shoes here were on the feet of Jace Williams of Elgin, and it was the last match ever inside the big house.
Yeah.
Best match wrestled ever.
Yeah.
And those are the shoes.
That won it. Back to
State champion, back-to-back 285-pounder
Wow.
heavyweight. Now at Annapolis at the Naval Academy playing football for the midshipmen. His father, Jared, was very kind enough to, as I told him, I said, we'll safeguard these for you.
Absolutely.
But if there's a moment when you want them back, just let us know. But that was very kind of them. We would have them setting up the other way. And this is my one critique, Jace. What the hell are you doing wearing fluorescent yellow wrestling shoes? Elgin's colors are the red. What are you doing?
Well, it's a swag.
What are you doing?
Swag.
You got to match. This generation doesn't match like we used to.
Oh, they stand out.
Yeah.
They stand out.
No,
At least
but-
this generation's forgot about your generation, so that.
But they never
that
think
helps.
about the green screen when they pick their shoes out.
No, it's very
And that's-
selfish.
Yeah, it's very selfish. They should worry about media stuff.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, they're
But
going.
thank you. We appreciate that.
We got a good spot somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
coming out
They'll
there,
be
so-
hung in a place of honor.
Yep. We'll get it all figured out. All right. Take our opening time out. We come back. It is the Blackwell head wrestling coach, Connor Klein, on the other side of the break here on the High School Huddle.
What? Mom? Mom, wake up. What happened?
It's this window estimate. You can't afford this.
I thought you already called Red River windows.
I know. Red River does have the best looking, most energy efficient windows.
Mom, what are we waiting for? Let's call Red River.
Are you ready to secure your legacy? At Black Oak Alliance, we understand that your hard work has built a future for yourself and your family. Our team of expert advisors is here to guide you through estate planning, helping you protect your assets, minimize taxes, and ensure your family's financial security. Black Oak Alliance has the experience and expertise to tailor a plan just for you. Schedule a no-cost consultation today. Visit us online at blackoakalliance.com or 405-724-6328. Black Oak Alliance, protecting your legacy.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
At Mosquito and Pest Authority, our job is to keep you pest-free. Our signature mosquito control service and pest-proof barrier 360 service ensures that you aren't bothered by mosquitoes outside or pests inside. That's right, 2 brands, 2 services, only 1 visit needed. Don't believe us? We guarantee it, or we'll come back at no charge to you. No mosquitoes, no pests, no contracts, guaranteed. Call Ronnie and Sarah Phillips today at 405-916-0471. Welcome back inside the High School Huddle. Monday night, January 26th. Snowmageddon has come and gone. Now we await the melting and the freezing, the melting and the freezing. Get back to school, and then the car washes. Good time to own a car wash.
Is it going to freeze overnight?
Yeah.
Roads going to be bad tomorrow?
Yeah. So it's
I'm supposed to drive tomorrow.
a low of 0 tonight.
Oh, well, that's chilly.
Not below freezing, below 0.
Yeah, it's 21. Didn't quite get there today. So a lot of schools canceled on Monday and starting to get canceled on Tuesday. So lots of stuff going on in the middle of wrestling season. Of course, this happens, it seems like every single year, but
That's part of it.
Part of the deal. All right. A reminder here on the High School Huddle to follow us on our home channel, our YouTube page. Subscribe and like. We appreciate that. We're also on all the social medias, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. And of course, if you rather have the audio version of this show, you can go to Apple or Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. And now with that, we bring in the head coach of the Blackwell Maroons, top ranked and looking pretty good to go to win another state championship. Head coach Connor Klein. Coach, thanks so much for joining us here on this Monday night.
Yeah, appreciate you having me.
I got it started off with it. You calling Phil out in the public. You're off to a great start in my book, Coach.
God dang, Coach.
Absolutely. Yeah, I had to.
Hey, Coach, you're muted, Coach.
To him.
I
He's not muted.
Oh,
you don't have your
I
ear
can't hear
in.
him.
Coach, you're fine.
Yeah.
Phil's,
Never mind.
Phil's old.
Hey, it's his first show. He'll be here in just a second. So
I get
how's
it.
everything? Out of school today?
Yeah, we're out of. I think we're out tomorrow too.
Sweet.
Okay, now
Yeah.
I'm back. Coach, you called me out in public.
Hey man, that was a nice call out, Phil.
It was. It was a very respectful call out. It was.
That was a Facebook call out.
And now I realize why. I was like 47 when you were born. I'm so much older than you. It's
Yeah.
killing me.
Yeah.
Killing me. Now, hey,
That's all right.
Happy birthday, Coach.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah. Now, tell us that we had a over under bet. How old are you?
32.
32. Okay.
Yep,
All right.
32 in one day.
All right. Well, happy birthday. That's
Appreciate it.
yeah, you bet, brother.
No, I'll give Phil a little bit of a pass. He showed up to the Blackwell duel early, but he wasn't feeling well, so he went home early. So he didn't get to actually watch you guys wrestle.
Harry,
I-
that might make sense then.
After
No,
I
it
watched
doesn't, Coach.
After I watched you guys
It
wrestle, I was like, they're winning this duel. I
Well-
was confident in my pick.
Now, Coach, what you don't know, I'm going to a little bit behind the scenes. You know, a magician's not supposed to, explain how you do a trick. Shawn threatened Chris and I. He said, you can't do a show where everybody picks the same damn teams every week. So
Yeah,
he
that's
made
right.
us. He made us. We knew you were going to win. He made us.
That makes
Pick-
sense.
pick
Makes a
tough.
little more sense.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
absolutely. I can promise you I'm not doing that again. I'll just take the whipping next time, Coach.
Yeah. Okay.
Coach, there's so much I want to get into with you, but the first question that when I knew you were coming on that I had for me is like, you won 2 state championships at Blackwell at your alma mater, and now you've coached a couple state championships. What's the difference between the two? I know they're both special, but what's the difference?
Man, they're unique in their own ways. That whenever I won them as an individual in school, I think it was kind of expected, right? Like in my mind, and which was great because I thought we had a Klein curse going on for a while. Our family we were taking second a little too much, so getting that monkey off my back and winning in high school, that was awesome, and getting to do that with the group that we had wrestled our entire lives here in this town. So that was really cool. But coaching has taken on an entire new aspect, and I didn't really get nervous whenever I was competing, and now I literally think that I wrestled, like in a dual meet, I wrestled 14 plus matches, right? So it's heightened and enjoyable too at the same time. It's an experience that I wish everybody could feel, truly. Yeah.
Well, you get so vested with these kids, and their families, and you add to that. You're, like Chris said, you're wrestling and you're coaching in your hometown.
Yeah.
That's a lot of.
There's a lot of expectations.
A lot
but
of
it's good.
expectations.
I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm telling you, I would not trade it for the world.
That's
Would not.
awesome.
There's
That's
a guy that used to wrestle named Dan Gable.
I've never heard of him.
Yeah, just an old timer.
Yeah.
But he said once I heard him in an interview, it always stuck with me. He said that coaching or wrestling was actually pretty easy because he knew how much work he'd put in. He knew what he was capable of, and so he'd go out there and do it, and it wasn't a surprise. But in coaching, you don't have any control over what's going on. You're
that's
helping,
right. Yeah.
but all the control and everything that's going on is out of your hands. It's literally out on the mat, and you're not there. So you're kind of having to rely on this chaos that you can't control as a wrestler. You can as a coach. You did all you could, and now you just got to sit back and watch with everybody else.
No, that's fun, and being a fan of the sport too, it's really rewarding though. You get to see the individuals kind of what the path that they're going through, and then you kind of can compare it to even whenever I was in school, which seems like an eternity ago, but it wasn't. So it's you kind of get to live it with them, and you understand what they're going through. But it's really rewarding, even guys that. If their goal is just to make that starting lineup and wrestle in Charles Hetrick in our field house for one match, it's rewarding to see, that it pay off for them, especially being from here. It means a little bit more, I think, probably. So
I think wrestling's the only sport that I'm aware of, guys, that no matter where you're at, skill level wise, you can get things out of it you're going to carry through life.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, if you play football and let's say you're a program kid and you just can't, you play 4 years and the closest you get to the field is maybe on kickoff or, because you're a program kid and you work hard and they're trying to get you out there. Yeah,
it means something.
It means something, right? In wrestling, I don't care if you're below 500 in your career. this case, you're forever you forever were a member of a Blackwell wrestling team.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you say that with pride. You know, the same for all the great programs around the state. You know, whether you're Stillwater, you're Tuttle, you're Edmond North, you're all the great programs. Somebody out there, Coetas, you know, Perry for years and years and years. And
Sure.
you know, but wrestling's the only sport that I don't care where you're at. You're a wrestler. You're a wrestler.
Yeah.
That's right.
And it's the coolest sport out there.
Yep. You know, one thing that's pretty cool that our program used to do, and we've gotten new signs now, but we used to have, if you won a state title, you know, individual nameplate would go up on the wall. Well, you know, my nameplate, for example, my workout partner put his name on the back of my nameplate, right?
That's awesome.
You know, and so that's something that's always been done. Now we have new boards where we don't have nameplates anymore, but you know, it, like you said, whether you're the guy out there competing or not, I mean, it means something, right? And my partner's name is forever on that wall, right, in my mind, and rightfully deserved to be there. So,
Well, you don't win state titles. You sure don't win multiple state titles if you don't have a good room and if you don't have that partner that's
right.
pushing you every day. And you know, and I know that your room has got to be loaded with studs. Many of them we haven't seen yet, right?
Yeah.
Out on the high school level, you know, and that's exciting. Talk a little bit
that's
about
kind
your
of the
room.
story of our team this year. So
Yeah.
Coach, of course, you wrestled at Blackwell, went on to Oklahoma State University for a little while, become a head coach. When did you know you wanted to be a coach, and what did you learn? Obviously, at OSU, there's a guy over there who's pretty good that you run there. But talk about when did you want to be a head coach, and what did you take from other places that you now incorporate into your program?
You know, truthfully, I think I've always kind of had a little bit of a coach in me, just naturally. I really didn't have any plans on becoming a head coach. I graduated at Oklahoma State and came back to town and decided to help out Coach Edgar, who's now my assistant, but he was my head coach at the time. And he was kind of ready to be done for a little bit and hang him up, and I kind of just said that I would do it. So I jumped in head first.
So what, of course, Perry, 13 state championships combined in wrestling. Of course, in 23 and 25, going for it again here.
We're Blackwell. We're not Perry.
I'm
Chris.
sorry. I'm sorry, Blackwell. I meant Blackwell.
you're good, right?
13 out of 15 at Blackwell.
That was on him.
But
Yeah,
you won in
it's okay.
23, 25. We're not worried about Perry anymore. 23, 25, going for it in 26.
Just missed the perfectly good team.
What clicked over the last few years? There was a little dry spell from 2012 to 23.
Yeah, let's see. So this is my ninth. This would be my ninth season as head coach, which is absolutely crazy to say. We were 10th, 7th, 5th. I know this off my head because each year we had to get better. 10th, 7th, 5th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st, 2nd, 1st. So I think a culmination of things. I think when I was young and fresh and just starting out, I call it cutting the head off the snake, and kind of revamped our program. And a lot of people at the time might have, especially being in Blackwell, probably like, oh gosh, I didn't have a lot of numbers because it was hard. It was tough, and had to change the culture a little bit and get it, just correct that ship just a little bit. And ever since then, we've obviously we have a great youth program, and we've had some really great groups that have been good for a long time. But then that's culminated into a winning culture, and you get winners in there, and it becomes really contagious, and you're training alongside guys that have won multiple titles, and then the trust becomes there in your coaching staff, and it's just from top to bottom, it's insane what we have in such a small rural place, I guess. But at the same time, it's expected, if that makes any sense. So
It does.
It's expected. You're expected to go out and get a major against another guy that is of the same quality of you. You're expected to go out and get bonus points. You're expected to go win a state title or be in the hunt for one. And that's just kind of how we view things. And it's working, right? The proof is in the pudding, or however you want to say it's working. Now it's old school. It's hard, right? We don't have like an abundance of numbers in high school, because I'm of belief, like if I have 50 or 60 kids in my room, as much as what I would love that, then it's not hard enough. And so I want the guys that want to be there to win, and winning breeds winning, and like I said, it becomes contagious, and I think just over the last 8-9 years here, it's paying its dividends.
Coach, does wrestling compete with other sports in Blackwell, or is wrestling Blackwell?
Well, I have to be careful how I say that. I think
It is, Shawn. Yes,
We'll say it for you.
Short
It
answer,
is.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, now listen, we're if you talk about Blackwell right now, we're known as a wrestling school. But that's not a shot at any other thing. I don't think. I just think when you pull into town on either side of Blackwell, there's a big sign that says Blackwell Wrestling, 104 individual state champions, 10 team titles, 2 or 3 dual states, right? So like that's what you see coming into
That
town.
paint's fresh because every year.
That's right. We got to keep adding
changes.
to it. We're wrestling town. We're wrestling people. Hard nosed, maybe a little redneck. I call it NASCAR. But yeah, this is a wrestling community, right? It's the Big Four, like the Big Four tournament we host this Saturday. It's wrestling country up here, though. Blackwell, Perry, Ponca, and at the time was Stillwater, right? So those were the Big Four, original Big Four.
Yeah.
This is wrestling country.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Coach, you talked about your room a little bit. How many kids are in your room?
Little bit thin this year. Right about 20 right now, I think, high school wise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Little League program? Are you directly involved?
It's
with the Little
rocking,
League?
yeah. So I actually, I feel old saying this, but Caden Ailey, a kid that graduated for me a couple of years ago, he's actually back running youth. I think we have 4 or 5 youth coaches now, Tyler Manuel. So I have kids that have now won a title or competed for me, integrated into the youth and running the youth. So we're very involved with that. And then, I have Tyler Shin, who was wrestled at Oklahoma State as an assistant coach. I have Coach Edgar, who was my coach, and then I have another kid on our staff. I call him a kid now. He's a teacher and an assistant coach now. He wrestled for me his first year, and Jesse Killamako. So our staff at Blackwell is of the likes of what you would see at a Edmond North or a Stillwater, in my mind and opinion, right? It's from, and I guess I'm biased, but from top to all the way down below, you're covered with state champions.
Now Tyler Shin, I actually cornered him in a cage fight about, I don't know, 10 or 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Back when he was in Stillwater.
At least you were cornering him and not locked in the cage with him.
He's a buzzsaw.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. Yeah, we're happy to have him. We're blessed with the staff that we have, for sure.
Talk about the Blackwell Perry rivalry over the years. Is it you guys had the upper end over the last several years, but 51-25 this year. But try to explain to someone who's never been to a Blackwell Perry duel.
It's the greatest rivalry in the state. No matter no matter if somebody's number 1 and somebody's number 10, it's wrestling. It's the blue bloods. It's it means something. And it's tremendous. See, and I kind of see both sides of it. My whole family, my cousins wrestled for Perry, right? So my Aunt Linda, her dad is Danny Hodge. So what I have, I get it from both sides. So whenever I was in high school, there's a lot of friction. Yeah, there's a lot of friction, right? And so, my senior year was our first year down to 3A, and we beat Perry that year. And we were 1 and Perry was 2. And the Perry Blackwell rivalries, it's the greatest in Oklahoma.
So I got to ask this, Coach. So you're related to Brent Hodge?
Yeah.
Why didn't Brent wrestle? He's too pretty. He didn't want to wrestle.
He's very
I mean, there's a lot of expectations there. Can you blame the guy? I mean, I've always found it incredible how Coach John, how JoJo and Sam and Levi and all them are wrestling. I think it's those are hard shoes to fill, man.
Well, Brent's a dear friend of Chris and I. Has known him for a long time. Chris called a lot of his events, and Chris and I were fortunate that we were on the Hall of Fame Sports Committee in Guthrie, and were able to nominate him the year he was voted into the Guthrie Sports Hall of Fame. So
that's awesome. Yeah,
great guy. And of course, I know that I met his grandfather on a couple occasions before we lost him, and what a immovable force he was.
Oh
Just
yeah, he's an
unbelievable.
incredible man for sure.
Yeah,
You know, in
just a
more ways
legend.
than one. You know,
Yes,
for sure.
beyond wrestling.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Back when you competed and you were in, you go down to Perry to duel them. You're a Blackwell kid. Dan Hodges sitting there. Were you in awe, or was that a Tuesday for you?
Yeah, that would have been a Tuesday.
You got to see him a lot.
Oh yeah, quite a bit. You know, he even whenever I was in college, I mean, he'd show up to some open tournaments and follow, and he's he was special for sure.
Special man. Yeah, no doubt.
We'll dive into your season here. Speaking with Connor Klein, the head coach of the Blackwell Maroons. The big one with Tuttle, that was pretty cool. I knew it was a big deal. Tuttle turns the lights off, and they had the flags come in. And actually, both head coaches go to the center mat. So I was like, okay,
Yep.
we got a big time.
Was it
duel.
last
It's
week we had the
different.
picture up?
Yeah, it was last week. We had the picture up. So
Yeah, I saw that. That was cool.
yeah, talk about.
By the way, that whoever did those, I can't remember that kid's name, but
Hunter
he does a
Shepherd.
heck
Hunter
of a job,
Shepherd.
man. Those photos are incredible.
Yeah, Hunter Shepherd's his name. He's a
That's
great
right.
kid. Probably knows more about high school sports than anybody I've ever met
Yeah.
in Oklahoma.
No,
Great
those
kid.
were epic.
And it was his first high school duel, I think, that ever went to. It was
That's
a
what I'd heard that. Yeah.
great one to go to. 157 took it. You guys about 157 on took it, but that had to be a fun duel. I mean, the Blackwell, top notch program. Always good to put tough teams on your schedule, but man, on the road at Tuttle in that environment, that had to be quite the scene for high school wrestling.
Yeah, that was it was good, and I think that's the one thing about us, or I guess with me and our mindset or my mindset. I want to put us in the fire, and I want our guys when we show up to the postseason at dual state, regional state. I don't want the deer in the headlights look, right? I want them to understand that they have wrestled the best competition, wherever that might be. You slapped hands with the best guys that we could possibly find, and you're prepared, right? And Tuttle gives that environment for us. They came up here and dueled us last year, and we owed them a trip down there, and it's great, right? And it's great for the sport, and I love, as a fan, I like to see the number 1, number 2 football games. I like to see the two guys, duke it out in a UFC fight, or I want to see the best on the best, and wherever the chips lie, they lie, and I think that's what's good for the sport. So, but I want, specifically for our program and our kids, I try and make our schedule as tough and as what I can possibly find, so that way you're prepared, right? And I just don't, I don't think my mind will probably stray from that. There's been years where I'm like, gosh, maybe this was a little bit much, but at the end of the day, it's proven itself.
Well, Coach, just to piggyback that, with the team that you have this year, obviously, I don't know if it's the best team you've had, but it's one of the best I've seen, out of Blackwell for some time. But there's obviously teams that you got to duel this year like Tuttle. But what are 3 teams that you didn't get to wrestle this year with this team that you would like to? In a perfect world, you're not going to get to wrestle them. Not that you're calling them out, but matches that you want to see, knowing what you have and knowing what they have. What matchups do you want to see that you don't get to have this year?
Well, I'll kind of touch, number one, I'll touch on, the team last year, we graduated 7 guys. So, and we broke the 3A record. So that's, this team, I think they got a little chip on their shoulder to try and probably, go and do that. And whether it's possible, I don't know. We don't care. As long as we can kind of come out on top, that'd be great. Hopefully, each team I have every year becomes better and better. 3 teams that we didn't get to wrestle this year. The Coweta people really wanted to wrestle us, and I would love to wrestle them. I think Coach Ellis and them, they've done a phenomenal job. And at one time we had them scheduled, and 3A district, just some points and stuff kind of got mishapped, and anyway, so we weren't allowed to have that. I'd like to duel Coweta.
Phil and I actually were talking.
We were talking about that before we came on the show.
came on the
We should
show.
pick one, yeah.
But really, anybody. I mean, anybody. I mean, I don't. It doesn't really matter to us. Who we go in. We really wanted to wrestle in the Bixby Duel, the Green Country Duels tournament this weekend. We just seen Broken Arrow, Bixby, Rose Hill, Salina. I mean, there was a stacked house, and I just think anytime you can get in front of, quality opponents that are going to push you and put you in uncomfortable situations, we're about it. So. Yeah.
Coach, talk about Class 3A guy. Of course, you're the top, and everyone's kind of good. But as a coach, how do you look at 3A? I know Lincoln Christian won their first ever district duel, so they're going to stay for the first time in 3A. Marlowe, Salina, what's your overall thoughts on Class 3A?
Yeah, Lincoln Christian's a very talented team. They came here and dueled us last Tuesday in Blackwell, and then their districts were in Newkirk on Wednesday, and I made sure to go and watch that because I thought that they might be able to come out of that thing on top. People kind of thought I was crazy, but Lincoln Christian's doing a great job. Coach Stokes over there, they're doing a good job, and they're young. 3A's 3A's interesting. I think every year 3A is interesting. The last couple of years, it's been a Blackwell, Marlowe, and then last year Blackwell, Marlowe, Salina. It's always interesting, and even like with our team this year, I know that everybody thinks it's over, and I'm like, well, heck, we might as well not wrestle the state tournament if it's if they're just going to give us the trophy. But you have to remember for us and for our guys, I have 7 new guys in the lineup that didn't go to the tournament last year. So, they've got to go and make a name for themselves. Yes, they're having a great regular season. Yes, we're on track, and they train as good as any team as I've ever had. I mean, they're soldiers. They're solid. But you've still got to go and perform, right? And so, all we're focused on really is just, we kind of say scoring the next point or the next best thing if something doesn't go your way. If you get beat in the semis, I need you to come back through and get third. So, so I think Salina's, in my opinion, Salina is that team to really, really fast track and watch. And they've done a fantastic job as well. And then always, Marlowe's going to have some athletes and Pahuska, and I think 3A is just a fun tournament in itself anyway. The fans are by far the best in any class. They show up and pour it all into that, and I think it's a really good visualization of what wrestling is, right? When the 3A state tournament's going on every single year, something crazy's happening down there, right? And I'm telling you, it's a great perspective for the sport too. So, 3. I mean, I think, there's 3 or 4 or 5 teams in there, and then everybody else is going to have some good individuals, right? So that always throws a wrench into things. And no matter how we kind of think it might play out, it never plays out what we think it is. Yeah. So, that's the beauty of the rest. That's the beauty of sport, though. So, we'll see. I mean, we got. What do we got? About a month left here to see where everything kind of falls. So we're excited, and I'm just not overlooking Bristow this Thursday. So
yeah, Lincoln Christian. We just bragged about Lincoln Christian. They went up in Blackwell, lost 61-16. So anyway, it was a little lopsided there, Shawn.
No, well, so you talked about the Big Four tournament, or not the Big Four tournament, but the tournament over in Tulsa you were hoping to get to. You mentioned Rose Hill. You've got a buddy that lives over there, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
You went to high school with Zach Gensler?
Yep, Zach. Yeah. He went to school at Oklahoma State with me. Yep. Yeah, he's a good dude.
Just a fun. I'm just teeing that up for a fun Kansas story. So sorry, Phil and I are Kansas boys, and we kind of transplanted here.
He's right across the county.
Yeah,
close enough.
You're very close.
We're right here.
So their head coach over there, I actually wrestled with in high school and then in college. But Zach's grandfather is the reason I got into wrestling. He sat right behind mom. He sat right behind my mom and dad in church and noticed that I could not sit still and that I was a problem. And he goes, that kid needs to be in wrestling. So his great grandpa started the wrestling program in Augusta. Doc Gensler, the chiropractor.
Yes.
And then one of Doc's sons was my first wrestling coach, which is Zach and Jake's dad. And so all those years ago, and then he ends up going to school with Landry and Landry Chapel.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Went to school with Coach. So just that kind of a full circle. But anyway, I wanted to give him a shout out. I figured he'd be watching today,
Genslers they're a great family, man. And I'm telling you, they were good wrestlers too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Probation officer made me take up wrestling.
That's all right.
Before church, before you made it to church.
Before I found Jesus.
The second time you went back to jail, then you found Jesus. So.
Well, Coach, you talked about those 7 who graduated last year. Talk a little bit about your roster this year and who's going for what and how many going for what. Just break down your roster this year.
Yeah, at 106, we have Ryland Sandoval. I think he's actually the only guy on our team right now that's still undefeated. So hopefully he can kind of keep that alive. He's a freshman, and he's extremely talented, man. And Yeah, I think, I think every kid that we have on our team that's starter is, they all have the same goals or aspirate, and they want to be a champ. And for 99% of them, it's obtainable. So, moving on to 113 is Garrett Short, returning state champ. Extremely talented. He's a junior. So Rylan is a freshman, Garrett's a junior. At 120, we're actually about to have a little shake up in our lineup right through there. So Cole Hetrick is coming down from 126, and he'll be at 120. And Cole's a returning qualifier, and I think he's number 2 at 126 right now, or something in those rankings. Maybe I'm not sure. And then Madden Edgar will be coming down into from 132, I think, where he's number 1 maybe, and then he'll be at 26. It looks like right now. So, and then 32, we'll have another junior step in there that has seen the lineup some this year, not a whole lot, just because he's kind of been covered up by some stingers on our team. Yeah, it's kind of hard to find in there, but so we'll try and find a slot in there for him. And then at 38, Saban Batten, who's returning. He's a senior, and he's I think he was 3rd last year. So I kind of, my philosophy is if you were 3rd the year before, you better be 1st your next year. So, it's kind of like a unwritten rule, I guess, for me. But so then, move on to 144, where I have a sophomore who didn't get to start last year because of our lineup. And, he's had some huge win. He beat the Guthrie kid in the duel, which was a good win. And then he went and placed at Cushing and I think he was like the 13 seed at Cushing. And it's kind of Mason Young is his name. He's a testament to our program. Didn't get his way last year. Didn't get that opportunity to go to the state tournament because he was covered up by, legitimate guys, and didn't bat an eye at it. He did what he was supposed to do, got better, and here he is this year. And I really think Mason Young could be a state champion for us. So a guy that kind of comes, just out of our program. He's been a program guy his whole life, and he trains like a rock star. So, I think we'll see. 150, we have a returning runner-up who's a sophomore, Bodie Thomason. I think he's ranked number 1 right now, and I expect him to be number 1 whenever he ends the year. So 57 is Andrew Young, be Mason's older brother, and he's a junior and a two-time qualifier, and I think he's ranked number 1 right now, and I expect him to be. He's done everything right. He completely transformed his body and work ethic before school even started in August. So then 65, another sophomore that didn't get to see the lineup last year because he was covered up. Kind of the same story with Ryder Short. I expect him to go really deep into the tournament, and kind of do what our program is known about. Be that guy that gets that medal or finalist appearance or whatever, that people are like, well, who is this guy? And now 75 is Grant Rao, who's probably, he's on a very, very short list of the best guys that I've ever coached. He's a returning state champ. I think he's been in the finals twice, 3-time medalist. He's got some big wins this year. Beat Hamidi from Stillwater this year. He won the Melissa tournament, won Cushing, Tech Fall to state champ at Cushing in the finals. Probably one of the most talented guys I've ever coached in that regard. And then 190 is another junior returning runner-up in Kelby Ingram. Expect for him to do one place better this year. That's kind of what we see it as. And he actually, great story with Kelby, and kind of a testament to him. In March of last year, he blew his knee out in a freestyle tournament, and he had full reconstructive knee surgery, ACL, MCL, everything you could tear, he tore, had full reconstructive surgery. And in most scenarios, I feel like unless you're in black while wearing maroon, you probably wouldn't be wrestling this year. And he wrestled the day that he got released in the Perry Blackwell duel without practice. So that's a state finalist for a reason, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's also the culture you're talking about.
That's
Coach.
right. Yeah. And, as a coaching decision, it's probably silly of me to wrestle him, but if you knew the kid, you'd understand why.
I got a feeling he was chewing on his wrestling singlet.
Boy, I'm telling you. And then he finaled at Cushing the same week. So, what a guy. And then 215 and heavyweight. Both new faces to the lineup this year, both young guys. With Cooper Ward at 215, sophomore, kind of the same thing. He was sitting behind a 4-time state champion last year, so didn't get to see the lineup. Here he is. And then at heavyweight right now is James Looper. He's a junior for us. And then we also have a freshman. They're kind of competing back and forth. So that'll, in due time, we'll know who the starting heavyweight will be for us. So,
Hey, Coach, how many seniors did you list?
I only have 2 seniors.
Yeah,
It's going to be a.
That's
And
kind of
that are scoring points. Yeah. So yeah, things are good in
That's why I
Blackman.
was so impressed
Yeah,
with
they
this
are.
team, Phil.
Yeah,
I was so
Yeah.
impressed with this team because
Yeah.
they're young and they're just hammers.
Well, you got a lot of great wrestlers. The kid that stands out, Shawn and I have talked a lot about, is your freshman 106-pounder.
He stands out for good reason.
He's a freak.
Did he?
Yes,
Did
Did
he's
he practice with your junior high last year? Was he in your high school room already? I mean, he's a two-time
both. You know,
state
the thing with
champ,
Ryland, the Sandovals, it's pretty funny. I kind of tell people this. Whenever I came back to town and started coaching, I mean, they were little bitty. Him and he's got a 7th grade brother that's just hammer too. But you know, they were coming in there, little bitty guys, to my high school practices at that time, and they've been good forever, man. And they've been around forever and wrestled a billion matches. It's really fun now to see how Ryland Sandoval has matured, and he's in there every day and accepting coaching, right? And he knows he's good. Everybody knows he's good, but he's humble enough and coachable enough to take it to another level. And when you're able to do that as a kid, as an athlete, man, I'm telling you, it'll completely revolutionize how you can progress. And just in the last 60 days, Ryland Sandoval went from really good to really dang good, you know, and he's a handful, you know. So
Yeah, he is.
We talk about that Grand State tournament that Phil and I are just dreaming.
We're
of doing all
jockeying
over.
for Grand State
the-
so
It'd be
bad,
great.
Coach.
But the junior high state tournament is that.
There's no doubt.
If you win that, there's no class.
Yeah.
If you win
Yeah.
junior high state, you're the best kid at that weight in the state of Oklahoma for that age. And I mean, this kid won it twice. He won it as a 7th grader and an 8th grader.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
and you know, and that
incredible.
team that team we just graduated, and then this set of guys that we have now, when they were 8th or 9th graders. So when those guys I just we won junior high state that year as a team. So that
a
those guys that
3A
just
team.
graduated were a part of that. So they would have been maybe their freshman year, I think. And so these guys were all part of that as well. So that's kind of what we're seeing, and it's been rewarding for me this year, because we had a huge graduation, and I can understand people are like, boy, Blackwell's going to fall off that map and this and that. And I'm just kind of I've been so excited for these younger guys that didn't get their shot, you know,
You
that
knew what
now
you
they're,
had.
they're, you know, we won the Perry tournament. They were 2nd at Cushing. They won the Texas tournament. You know everything that they've done up to this point was earned by them, you know, and it was expected too. Right. But they've done it, you know, and now they need 30 more days to go and really do it again.
Coach, if you just work out a couple bugs, you guys got a chance of being pretty good.
Yeah,
You know,
I hope
you were
so.
talking
Hey, man,
about.
there's crazy things that can happen.
Oh
You
no,
can-
listen, it's sports.
you know.
Anything can happen, but
especially this sport.
yeah,
it's a
but
humbling
you've
sport.
you've got to like where you're setting.
Oh, no, yeah,
you know, I mean, you
No,
guys.
but
are,
this group's so enjoyable to coach, though. You know, I mean, I love you know, what's funny is let's see, they're in their 2nd practice right now at 6:30. So we have 2 practices a day if we're not dueling or at a tournament. So we practiced at 2:00 until about just a little before 4, and then they're in there at 6:30 right now. And Coach Shin and Coach Edgar and Coach Q are running them through a 45-minute drill. And but it's normal, right? If we didn't have that, parents would be texting and calling me right now saying, why don't we have night practice?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
even if there is a foot of snow on the ground, the first thing that got cleared was that parking lot for Sunday practice yesterday.
I guess it answers that question. doesn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. So you were talking, you know, about the kids that we may not know, you know, like your partner that, you know, had his name on the back of your plate, and I
Yeah, he was
always,
state runner up at
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But
Well,
yeah.
so to my point, I'm fixing to make. Phil was talking about just there's something different about wrestling. I know, when you're not the starter at a program like what you're at, or really anywhere, it's almost like you're fighting to earn the respect of the people in the room.
Yep.
And if you're able to do that, it doesn't mean you're better. It doesn't mean you can beat them. But if you can earn the respect of that starter, that means you've worked hard, you've improved, you've got better, you've helped them get better. And
Absolutely.
all that does is mean that you're a better person. And if that guy, in your case, these younger guys were in here that no one knew, well, you knew their name, but you saw them earning that respect. You saw how well they competed. And now the rest of us are getting to see that. That's got to be a cool thing for you to watch, because, you're sitting there in the room watching, okay, I've got a 4-time state champion, and there's a guy right behind him that can't even get in the lineup that probably could make the finals, and he's not even starting yet. And now your stud leaves, but now you got the best kid in the state. It's just got to work itself out. That's got to be a fun thing to watch.
It is. It's rewarding, to be a coach in that position too, right? And I think those guys that graduated, I bet if you polled them, none of them would be surprised at where these guys are at right now, right? Because and that's how they were able to become so good too. And when you have a partner constantly pushing you and nipping at your heels and kind of being like, man, this guy's a pup, but he's on me. Mm-hmm. Those guys all of a sudden become, like you said, highly respectable guys. And on the flip side, these younger guys, they got to see that to fear nobody, right? They got to see these other guys go and win and show them how to do it. And that hard work does pay off, and that our system works, and that if you just buy in and do it, great things can come from it, right? And it's been I can't say enough. It's been so rewarding with this group, specifically this year too, just to watch them and how they've matured and how they've handled that full-time starting lineup, right? And early January here, I think it was like we weighed in 10 times in 13 days or 14 days, something like that, and on the road for every one of them. And so you learn how, and that Tuttle was the last weigh-in on that, right? So we went, and so like we found out just how tough you are, and they handled it phenomenally, right? And so going into that Tuttle duel, I was a little bit nervous just because I'm like, man, we have been through the gauntlet between Texas and Cushing and duels in between, and now we've got one more to kind of, you have to go and do it. They respond well, and so they've been battle tested. They've kind of done it, and now I can pull the reins back, and now we can get fresh for the end of the year. So it's rewarding, man. What they've done thus far is it's fantastic.
Speaking with head coach of the Blackwell Maroons, Coach Connor Klein. Coach, we've got 3 hard-hitting questions ready to wrap this up for you so you can get to practice. What's one rule that Coach Klein would want to add, change, or modify, or delete in high school wrestling?
Man, I don't know. I would probably go with, if we have a 3-point takedown, I think you got to have riding time. I don't know. I was a big top guy in high school though, so I loved college because I got that point to ride. So now we cannot. Yeah, what's kind of crazy is I rode legs, and we don't ride legs. I think legs can go bad for high school kids unless they really know how to ride. So collectively, we'll just get a wing and try and break your shoulder. But no,
you've had some kids that can ride legs. I've seen them.
We have, yeah. But we're not in a high school level that we're not able to have riding time. So it'd be a total nightmare as far as clock management and whatnot went. Probably the rule that I would like to have would be like a challenge, like a challenge break. Just like maybe nothing crazy, but like you get to a tournament or won a dual meet to where like there is something to where, you could probably go back and look, like maybe just at like the postseason events, I think would be nice. I think with technology in today's world, that should surely be manageable at some point for us. But
yeah, need to get those big time matches right.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it can seem like life or death a lot, but as hard as our guys work, I'm going to coach that hard. And I'm telling you, sometimes I'll make myself look like a complete idiot, but
I've never
if you
done
got to see
that.
how hard they work, that's why I'm gonna fight for them too.
What's
So,
that feel like, Coach? I've never made myself look like an idiot in the last
I
hour
remember
and
you
a
had a
half.
black belt Guthrie duel in my early years.
Oh, you were there?
Oh yeah, he was there. Yeah, he was there. So this, okay, gotta tell this quick story. This is so good.
I didn't know you were there, Coach.
Oh, yeah, no, I
it's
do.
even better.
I don't think I was there.
It
I don't
had
know
to
this
have been
story.
Seriously, like my first or second year.
I
as
think
head
it
coach.
was, yeah. But
Yeah,
I
I was-
remember
yeah.
I'm up top. Chris is broadcasting it, and I'm literally eating a bag of popcorn, and I don't know the coach's name, heavyset guy.
He's at
nice
Broken Arrow now.
Yeah, nice guy.
Yeah.
Him and I made up.
Yeah,
later
I
at the
remember
state
that.
tournament, but I'm literally probably the only guy in the gym that wasn't offended by what happened. You know, Blackwell kid got caught by one of our kids. Blackwell kid was dog walking our kid. You know, he just got caught and got pinned, and when the Blackwell kid stood up, he leaned into the Guthrie kid, and the Guthrie kid leaned in. It's wrestling. It's not a big deal. You know, it's not a big deal. And I'm going, and all the people in Guthrie are like, hey, and I'm eating popcorn going, what's the big deal? Next thing I know, the coach, what was his name? What's coach's name?
Coach Miller.
Coach
Jake Miller's going to Iowa State. That's his son. He wrestled for us.
Yeah.
Senior at Broken Arrow.
Yeah, so Coach Miller, nice guy. He looks up at me and says, "Come down here and say that."
So you said something.
Well, I said something,
okay,
and my fat butt hadn't moved that fast to get down there in 20 years. I was ready to get down there. But hey, that's what
wrestling's like NASCAR, man. It'll bring out all sides of you.
Hey, let me tell you, I grew up in a town much like Blackwell. I got a lot of family in Ponca. We'll talk about it sometime off the air. But Blackwell could very well be Eureka, Kansas.
That's right.
Same kind of people. You know,
We love them though.
Yeah,
They're the best fans in the
100%.
world.
Wouldn't change it for the world. But I think that there is just those kind of moments, right? Everybody else was all shook up about it, and I'm sitting there. I was over it as soon as it was, you know, by basically when it started, I was already getting over it.
Yeah, it happens.
But it happened. So yeah, that's good stuff. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
You didn't know you
Chris
didn't
was
know
excited
Coach was
too.
there.
No, I didn't know.
I knew because I remember seeing because I remember thinking.
It was quite the scene.
I'm not worried. I'm not really worried about Coach Miller, with all due respect. But that kid just wrestled at OSU. I'm a little concerned about him.
The quiet one with the goofy ears.
right.
Yeah, avoid at all costs.
That's right.
Shawn, you got your hard-hitting question?
All right, so tell us, in your opinion, what's the best thing about the sport of wrestling?
Well, you know, the cliche saying, everything else in life is easier if you do it. It's boy, it's the truth, you know, and it prepares you for some, hard things in life. I think it holds you accountable and responsible, and if you do things right, there is reward, and that doesn't necessarily mean a state title or a millionaire or whatever. But if you live and do it right, it becomes very rewarding, and that's the biggest thing that you can take away from it. It's a humbling sport, it's a rewarding sport, and it'll help you in all facets of life. I mean, it has me. It's completely changed my life, and I don't, if I wasn't coaching wrestling, I'd be pretty bored, finding trouble or something. It's just kind of the way of life, and not everybody's going to be the greatest wrestler, the greatest coach, or whatever that may be, but you can learn a lot, a lot of things from it.
Yeah, no
So
doubt.
the follow-up to that is, what is the worst part about wrestling?
Ooh, man.
That's a good question.
I'd probably say the cutting weight part's no fun, right? And in general, I kind of get tired sometimes. We preach go have fun and go score a lot of points, and but wrestling is not fun, right? Like with football and basketball and baseball, it's like, hey, let's go up to the gym and shoot some hoops, or let's go throw a football. And nobody's like, hey, let's go wrestle.
That's right.
Wrestling is not. What's fun about wrestling? The end game, the reward of getting your hand raised, and man, I kind of I jumped through that, and I didn't think I could, and I found my way to the other side, right? Like that's the fun part of wrestling, and all the in-betweens is not a definition of fun for people. So yeah, cutting weight probably is the worst part, I would say.
You know, Coach, you got contact sports, you got collision sports, and then you have combat sports.
That's right.
You know, and it takes a I always say you got to be about a half a bubble off to volunteer to go in that room and want to do that, you know, in a good way. In a good way. But so
Sure.
I couldn't agree more. I ask the hardest question every week. What's your favorite ice cream?
Oh man, I actually just had a nutty cone before this.
Come on now. All right.
Coach ain't pulling weight.
I'd probably I'm a big cookies and cream guy, probably.
Right.
You know,
I
in
can
a
do
cone,
that.
in a waffle cone. Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that. Hey, Blizz, you like Dairy Queen?
Oh, I love Dairy Queen.
Yeah. If you hold it upside down and the ice cream doesn't come out, it's a blizzard, right?
That's right.
That's right. Okay, that's all.
I'm
Yep.
not going to get into that.
It's always he dumps it out and then he looks at Chris
Wait a
every
second.
time.
Wait a second.
It's like a threat. Like
That's right. Who's this guy? Who's this
That'd be
Sandoval
who's
guy?
that? Ray Sand. That's Ryland's dad.
Yeah. Want to make sure we get that happy birthday
Yeah,
in
you
there.
bet.
There's another question on here about $200 in your shirt. I don't know if that's a trick question or not.
$200 in a shirt.
Well, I'll bring it up. Sure. They put
Hey,
it on there.
I'm here for this.
Coach Klein, did you really turn down $200 to take your shirt off in the state championship match?
Ooh, I don't think I've heard that one.
Okay.
so I guess not.
Coach is saying-
So is that
they're probably
offer
talking
still on
about
the
maybe
table?
Coach,
'Cause-
they're probably talking about Coach Edgar.
Yeah,
Taking
yeah.
his shirt off and never match
Yeah, I
won
think
last
so.
year, maybe.
I
yeah,
think
no,
so.
I didn't turn down any money. I might
I
have
just
taken that 200.
That's right. I was doing PA last year with Clay Drake at the state tournament, and I hear this commotion. You know, there's a million things going on up at the table, and I look down and I see bodies flying, and I see a guy running around without his shirt off, and I'm like, "What in God's green earth is going on?"
I was right
Blew
there.
my ACL out tackling me.
I was right there. The 5A3 mats are right there. And so I was like, I don't know what just happened, but something big just happened.
Well,
It was the
I
most
was calling
epic-
5A, and it's Marlowe and Blackwell down here making all kinds of noise the
Yeah.
whole time, and I'm trying to focus on a match, and then afterwards everyone's asking me if I saw what happened. I'm like, no, I didn't. No one got it on film, so I never saw it.
Coach, you got to talk about it. You got to talk about it.
Man, what an experience! First
Yeah.
off, and so that's Coach Edgar. He was my high school coach. I date his lovely daughter too, and now we live next door. So
No pressure,
and that's
Coach. No pressure.
Yeah, so that's his son, Madden, and what a hell of a match, right? Beat a guy going for his fourth title. I'm not sure, I don't know that any of us can really say what we would have done because we don't have a son that just did that.
Yep.
Number one, wow. I mean, what that's what makes the sport so enjoyable, right? And as hard as I got to see him train, and he was just a little chubby guy watching me wrestle and watching our teams wrestle, and then now I get to coach him. What an experience, and as hard as he trains, heck, I probably should have taken my shirt off with his dad, and
for free, not even
and done the same. Yeah, for free, right? Hell with the 200. But no, I mean, yeah, what a deal. That's what makes the sport so fun, and that's kind of what I was saying earlier. Reference back to if ever Blackwell's number one, they're guaranteed to win. Well, hell, just give us the trophy and we won't go then. But you never know what can happen, and that's the beauty of the sport. And sometimes you're on the other end of the coin of that, and you're never out until the whistle blows, and we got tech pinned by Colt Collette at Inola last year in the second week of January.
Wow.
And then you beat him in the state finals, a guy going for his fourth title. So,
A lot of emotion.
yeah, he has full permission to celebrate however the hell he needed to on that one.
Well, what I told somebody, I said, and it's really what you just said, I said, listen, if you're a dad and you've got a son that competes in any sports, you need to just smile.
Yeah,
Just
I mean,
smile. He
and
wasn't
that,
the AD then. He wasn't the AD. He wasn't a coach. He was a dad.
yeah, that's right.
And
that I told our superintendent that on the floor before they gave the trophy. I said, that's job security for me. And he just kind of laughed, But no, I mean, what an epic thing. I mean, we can all just hope to have a son do something like that, or hell, I'm so happy that he's just a wrestler and wearing maroon, and just what a cool experience, and just. And like I said a few minutes ago, our guys work hard, we coach hard, we celebrate hard, and we'll cry hard with them when it doesn't go their way, right? And that's just kind of how we are, and some people really like it and others really don't. You know, we're arrogant assholes to them. So it is what it is. And
I say it every time I talk about Blackwell. I love to hate you guys. You know,
that's right. Yeah.
On the receiving end, it's no fun at all. But golly, you're fun to watch.
I think
when it ain't us.
I think Nick Saban says it best: mediocre people don't like high achievers, and high achievers don't like mediocre people.
That's right. You know, and we try and we try and separate ourselves and be unique. And and a lot of that, Coach John, he was like that. Coach Smith, he didn't care what people thought of him or whatever. He was going to be the best or die trying, I guess. So that's just kind of how we are as a staff and as a program, as a community.
Yeah.
It's just it's ingrained here, and sometimes it can get a little out of hand, but when you're invested, and we sure love it up here, man.
It just got a little Western, Coach. That's okay. It's
That's
no
right.
big deal.
That's right. There's a lot of fun in Western.
That's right.
So,
Coach Klein, it's always a blast to watch your teams compete, and we'll get to see it a few more times, hopefully this year in person as well. Best of luck the rest of the way. I know a lot of people want to give it to you, and a lot of people are probably in the right way, but I know you're handling it the right way, one duel at a time, one match at a time. Can't thank you enough for joining us here, and man, I'll definitely have you on once again, hopefully soon.
Thanks, guys. We really appreciate it. What you guys are doing is it's fantastic. It really is, and we really, really appreciate it.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
We appreciate you.
Best of luck.
Yep. Hey, Phil.
Yes, sir.
Phil, you got a big pick on Thursday. Okay.
I know. I won't screw it up, Coach.
All right, buddy.
Let
me know. If I need to text you some info, I can text you. But
I won't screw it up, Coach.
all right, brother. Y'all be good, man.
Be
Thank
good.
you, guys.
Blackwell head coach Carter Klein on the high school huddle. Appreciate him dropping by for a little bit, and his Blackwell Maroons are pretty darn good. And they have that little 3 beside them, but they're one of the best in the state, regardless of class.
Well, I was telling Shawn, earlier when you and I were talking, I'd have them way up high, team rankings in all classes. I mean, way, way up high.
Well, and I would certainly think it's a lot easier. A small example, when I coached youth basketball, the parents were all in, and they wanted their kids to be coached. In Blackwell, that has to be a great feeling that you can get after a kid, you can love on a kid, no matter what. The parents want that hard coaching on him.
You can do that when the parents have faith in what you're doing. When you have a track record like he does, Blackwell is wrestling, and what he's doing with that program is successful. And they probably also see the other side of that when their kid's down. He's building them up. He's building them up to those moments where he can push them. And that's a sign of a good coach. The community is behind him, and so he kind of can do what he needs to do to make them better.
And I didn't want to. I wanted to ask this question, but I didn't want to go there with him. Maybe when we have more time, maybe outside the season. But you're talking about the kid. What's it called when you get buried on the roster?
Buried on the roster.
Yeah, I think that's
when there's a state champ at your weight, and you might be the second best kid
in the state, but you can't get on the mat.
Right.
Well, you can't go up. You can't. There's 3 kids in your weight. They're all best in the state, and you're nearly as good.
You're there.
So I was one to ask, in today's world of high school athletics and college, how much of a factor do you think, man, they're going to leave or they're going to move out? I was wanting to ask that bad, but it wasn't the right space.
I would say this. I think what makes Blackwell,
which is a great problem to have.
Yes, but I think what makes Blackwell immune to that to some degree is 2 things. Number 1, geography.
Yes.
But more importantly, these kids have grown up. They want to be a Blackwell wrestler. Mm-hmm. I mean, these are kids born and bred there that are making it happen. And I got to say this, Coach. I mean, he's just turned 32 years old
in one day.
And I love that youthful. I know he's been head coach for 9 years, but that youthful energy he still has after 9 years of grinding and building the program back up to where it is now. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. Kids are going to respond the way their coaches set expectations. And you want to know why they got some dogs? Because they got a dog as a coach. Yeah. I mean, that's it.
Well, you're looking at kids leave for a lot of different reasons, but I look at and not comparing Blackwell to Penn State. That's 2 different kind of worlds, but there's a lot of talented kids at Penn State, and the reason that they're there is because they want to be Olympic champions. They want to be the best in the world. They want to be. So it may not mean that I can be that this year or next, but if I stay here and I stay with the guys that are the best, I'll become the best. Well, Blackwell's kicking out high-level college wrestlers right now. They're going to OSU. They're going all over the country from Blackwell, Oklahoma, so they don't have to go anywhere else to become what they need to be to go to the next level. And that's a huge thing. You can stay in Blackwell. You can be grown there. You can stay put, and you can become a phenomenal wrestler that can go on to the next level.
As long as the room's strong, you're going to keep strong kids.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But the room's got to be strong.
Yeah, if you're a freshman or sophomore and you're practicing against one of the studs, state champions, well, you're only going to get better going against them in practice for when your time arrives. So, all right, we're going to take our next time out. I don't know if this is stupid or not, but I kind of like to look at who's going to district dual state and maybe guess what the bracket might be.
That might be fun.
It's not a full bracket yet.
We
but
can speculate though.
We can speculate.
Yeah.
Look at some rankings as well.
That'd be fun.
So we got a whole lot more going here on the High School Huddle.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
At Mosquito and Pest Authority, our job is to keep you pest-free. Our signature mosquito control service and pest-proof barrier 360 service ensures that you aren't bothered by mosquitoes outside or pests inside. That's right, 2 brands, 2 services, only 1 visit needed. Don't believe us? We guarantee it, or we'll come back at no charge to you. No mosquitoes, no pests, no contracts, guaranteed. Call Ronnie and Sarah Phillips today at 405-916-0471.
Are you ready to secure your legacy? At Black Oak Alliance, we understand that your hard work has built a future for yourself and your family. Our team of expert advisors is here to guide you through estate planning, helping you protect your assets, minimize taxes, and ensure your family's financial security. Black Oak Alliance has the experience and expertise to tailor a plan just for you. Schedule a no-cost consultation today. Visit us online at blackoakalliance.com or 405-724-6328. Black Oak Alliance, protecting your legacy.
Porch pirates come in many forms. When damaging hail and windstorms hit Oklahomans, non-registered and unqualified roofers flood the neighborhoods. And unsuspecting Oklahomans think they can trust these guys because they have a nice truck. Oklahoma owned for over 2 decades, Red River Roofing Siding and Windows is top level trained and certified by the best manufacturers. Red River Roofing Siding and Windows, protecting Oklahoma families one roof at a time.
Welcome back inside the High School Huddle. Shawn, Phil, Chris, Monday nights. We're going to be here all season long on Monday nights. District Dual State, February 14th, up at Tulsa Union, the UMAC.
Can't wait for that one. That one's going to be fun.
It'll be fun. I've never been inside the UMAC.
You going up the night before? Have you decided yet?
No, I haven't talked to the lady yet. And then 2 weeks later, we've got regionals, which is fun. And then the state tournament inside the brand new OG&E Coliseum. So we are
busy couple weeks.
We're going to be comparing the UMAC to the Oklahoma City Arena.
Yeah.
Because that's a nice facility.
It is a nice facility. So, all right, we're here, man. We love talking wrestling, but, man, if you have a question or comment, put it in the comments, and we'll pop it up. And if it's a topic that you want to discuss, we'd be glad to do that. So we're just going to start talking some wrestling here. But, man, ask the questions. Bring them on. We'd love to do that. So it looks like all the 6A district duels are have been decided except for one. Choctaw, Westmore, Pump City North, and U.S. Grant are scheduled for this Thursday night. I certainly think they can get that in there on the 29th. So Edmond North and Stillwater have punched their ticket.
Oh,
yeah.
So
wow.
do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good
was
thing
worried
we got that one.
Yeah.
We can pin that in. We don't have to pencil in it.
Right.
anymore.
Nervous about that.
Yukon is in. Mustang is in.
Yep.
Broken Arrow is in. Bixby is in. And Tulsa Union is in.
Wow.
And now you look at the rankings, and it's 1, 2. It's been back and forth. But you look at it this week, Stillwater 1, Edmond North 2.
This is going to be a all season long kind of thing.
Yeah.
What's the answer right now? Who's number 1?
I think they got it right.
Stillwater 1, Edmond North 2, Phil?
I mean, right now?
Yeah, right now.
Sure, because it doesn't matter. I think they got it right.
Okay, that's
See, are you looking at the actual tournament rankings or the dual ranking? Because I'm looking at the dual rankings and mine says Edmond still.
Well,
it's back and forth.
I usually hit
daily.
They got it right.
I hit dual.
You can't go wrong either one.
No,
I hit dual.
No, you're
Final 3 weeks and has Stillwater 1, 811 points. Edmond North 2, 807.
What are you looking at?
I don't know.
I'm looking at the coaches poll.
Oh, he's looking at the coaches poll.
No.
It looks like we're looking at the same thing, but we're not.
Yeah, I coaches is usually
I'm going to defer to Chris on this.
Yeah, I will too.
Okay.
so. Okay, so here's our teams. Let's just say who's going to win. Well, depends on who we ask. According to our records,
It's not that bad.
This will be how they're seated.
Choctaw, Westmore. So Phil and Chris think Choctaw is going to win that district, but Shawn thinks Westmore is going to win that district.
I think Shawn would like to change his vote.
Well, do they duel on? It's on Thursday. You said.
Yeah, on Thursday.
I'm still reserving my right to keep my pick until.
Okay.
I'll be glad to be wrong if they are as much better as they say.
Well, it's already written down, so you can't go off.
Yeah,
of
no,
Westmore now.
we
couldn't go off of the Guthrie, although we knew
I'm
going
getting
to be. But
no, I'm gonna stick with, but we'll see. We'll see.
Okay. So that's the bracket. So that has.
But congratulations, you get to be on the same side of the bracket as either Stillwater or Edmond North.
Well, that's not very nice.
Well, you don't want to finish 7th or 8th. You want to finish 3rd or 6th to stay away from Stillwater, Edmond North until the semis.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, the top 2 hitters, the 1 and 2, are going to be big. But I mean, when you look at Bigsby, Broken Arrow, Mustang, those teams are all. I'm not saying they're a toss up, but looking at those, if you broke down those matchups, I bet there's going to be some fun there. I just hope that one of those teams. That 2 of those 3 will duel each other at one point during, and I think they will first or second round, and that'll be fun. That's going to be a great duel.
So we got Stillwater 1, Edmond North 2, or vice versa. Really, we'll see how that works. So 3, according to the coaches, is Bixby. 4 is Broken Arrow. 5, we have Mustang. Okay.
So Mustang, Broken Arrow could meet in the first round. That'll be fun.
1, 2, 3. That would be a 4 or 5 matchup.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun.
That would be a 4 or 5 matchup.
And then Bigsby, Yukon.
So you got Yukon. You have Union and Choctaw. Maybe Westmore.
I'm just looking at Westmore's dual record. I don't know. What do you? I mean, you're okay. You got me. I'm perplexed now. What do you know that we don't know?
Maybe it's just wishful thinking.
The hunch.
Yeah, wishful thinking.
Oh boy, he knows.
It's not even.
About that.
It's not. I don't know Choctaw like I used to. Put it that way.
Okay.
Well, we do know Choctaw lost some folks across the county or the school line to Carl Albert, so that would definitely play a factor. Okay, so now let's move over to Class 5A. Class 5A, we know everybody except for 1 is in. So punch their ticket to the state tournament: Duncan, Elgin, Chickasha, Guthrie, Claremore, Coweta, and McAllister. We are waiting for the duel that's supposed to be tomorrow. We'll see if that gets.
Is that Carl Albert's district?
It's El Reno. El Reno, Carl Albert, Blanchard, John Marshall, and Santa Fe South.
So
that's scheduled for El Reno.
Yeah.
So that might.
As Coach Klein said, they're still going to have to wrestle it out, but I think we can.
Yeah.
We can at least pencil in Carl Albert.
Put mine in pen.
I got a Sharpie over here. Okay, so let's look at it here. These are coaches. So 1, Coweta, 2, CA, 3, Chick, 4, Elgin, and 5 is Claremore. Okay, so that's the top 5. Now you have Duncan, you have Guthrie, and you will have McAllister.
Boy, Guthrie Chickasha might be a fun duel.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be like a 3-6.
A 3-6 would be fun. And then again, 4-5, Elgin Claremore. I mean, that's going to be.
That's a pick 'em.
Elgin has. They're so well coached and they're always like every duel they're in. They don't. They wrestle matches well. They rarely get blown out in matches, which means they rarely get blown out in duels. They're going to be a tough team to beat. Now, obviously, when you get to the heavy hitters, the Cuitas and the Carl Alberts, perhaps walk away. But that first couple of rounds, it's going to be fun to watch them wrestle.
Now, you've seen Duncan. I mean, is there anything can Duncan do anything against Carl Albert in the first round potential matchup?
No, I think Duncan's got a couple kids that can win matches against that duel, but top to bottom, no.
Yeah.
They're just not. Carl Albert's they're loaded, and it's going to be hard to, especially in a duel scenario when you're outmatched. Big points get racked up pretty quick.
In a 4-5 potential matchup, Elgin Claremore.
Yeah, and that'll be fun. That's the one. We've seen Claremore and Elgin both.
Correct.
Just calling Guthrie duels. That'll be a very good matchup. There's a lot of kids. The Claremore, we saw them the first match of the season, and then we've seen Elgin just throughout the years. And I know we saw Elgin at a tournament.
Malcolm Wade.
Wade. Yeah, we saw them there. Did we see? Was Claremore there? How did they finish?
Claremore was there.
Yeah, they were there.
Who finished higher? I think Elgin
did.
beat Claremore in the.
I think Elgin
tournament.
finished second.
Yeah.
I believe.
So in the tournament, they finished higher, which is telling in a way. It's telling in a way. Now, we don't know what the matchups were. Did the kids from Carl Albert knock out a bunch of the kids from Claremore? I don't know. But, again, that's going to be a fun duel. Probably favored. Elgin's going to be favored, but still going to be a fun duel.
Well, wouldn't there be a good argument that Elgin should be ranked ahead of Chickasha? Elgin at the Carl Albert tournament.
Could be, but it may go down to matchups. If coaches are actually looking at head-to-head matchups, then that could be the difference there. But again, likely going to be on opposite sides of the bracket. But I wouldn't complain if they had to wrestle first round.
Yeah, Claremore is probably waiting to see, make sure. I think Claremore, the 5 seed, waiting to see if it would be. I think Elgin, but maybe the 4. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. That's a look at Class 5A. Then Class 4A boys rankings, they'll go as this. Tuttle 1. Bristow, they're just kind of right there, just kind of hanging out like wet clothes. Tuttle, Bristow. Number 3 is Fort Gibson. 4 is the Cash Bulldogs. And number 5 is Cushing. Jared's team for sure.
What teams have punched their ticket? Have all those?
Right now, so everybody... We have the 4A teams ready to go.
4A's ready to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Cash is there. Tuttle is there. Sulphur is there.
Love me some Bulldogs.
Oh, we picked it, Phil. Cushing is there. Bristow's there. Skiatook punched their ticket. Fort Gibson and Salisal.
So did Sulphur beat Weatherford? Was that?
That's right.
That's right.
They beat your Weatherford Eagles.
Dang, and Weatherford still ranks 7th.
Well, wrestling people know.
That's right. Well said, Phil. Well said.
That has me perplexed.
Oh, boy.
Shawn is perplexed.
But good job on Sulphur.
So
Great mascot.
What's their mascot?
Bulldogs.
Oh, Bulldogs.
Yeah. So
it's always the go-to guess, and I didn't guess it.
I know.
So I would say Salisal probably the 6 right now.
Yeah.
Sulphur would be the 7 right now, and Sky took the 8th. So looking like a Tuttle Sky took first round matchup, a Bristow Sulphur first round matchup, a Fort Gibson Salisal first round matchup potentially, and then Cash and Cushing first round matchup.
God, those 4-5s are going to be fun ones always.
Really good.
Cash, Cushing, and we're going to see we'll see Cushing next Tuesday. Guthrie will, so that'll be fun to watch them kind of before they go to the tournament.
Yeah, no, and that's what I'm kind of going through these just to kind of get an idea, because we do say the classes are top heavy, but when you look at the big picture, there's still going to be some great. It's going to be a
lot
great
of good
day.
matches.
A lot of quality teams. Yeah, no doubt. I think the top 1 and 2, for sure the top ones, there's just some separation in 3A and 4A. But really good teams all the way down to top 6 or 7, just really solid teams.
Bristow and Fort Gibson get on the same side of the bracket, which they should, it should be 2 and 3. When you look at the separation of points just on the coaches poll, it's only a handful. So those matchups, as close as those are, one kid gets pinned that's supposed to win,
flips everything,
and that flips that duel. So the semifinals there on the bottom side of that bracket, that could get pretty. What'd you say? Western
could get Western.
Could get a little Western.
Yep.
NASCAR. I like what
NASCAR.
You call it NASCAR.
Yeah.
That's a little bit more formal.
It's saying a lot without saying everything.
Right.
Oh boy, Chris is making enemies.
Jared, Chris, I used to like you. We have too much in common not to like each other.
Jared, I told you he's not that nice, and he's not as young as you think.
I mean, we hang out in the National Weather Service chat. I mean,
you guys are both weather geeks.
I mean, we're both. We just kind of hang out, man.
I got 2 guys I can call and ask if I'm dying today. Now it's good.
All right, let's take a look at Class 3A rankings here for the boys. 1, Blackwell.
Phil, stop inking in the champion there. You need to pencil that in.
No,
it hasn't been wrestled yet.
That's an ink.
Yeah. They're not giving out the trophy, so they still got to go compete.
Yeah,
that's good coach talk. Put them in.
You got to pencil that in.
That was good coach talk. Put them in.
Black Marlow, Salina, Pahuska at number 4, and number 5 is the Perry Maroons.
I am looking forward to Salina and Marlow.
Ooh, big time.
Just
2, 3.
That's a.
I think Salina. I think Salina can clip them.
I
think Salina gets them.
They're on the rise now. Marlow again. They're dogs. They always are.
Yeah.
Obviously, not where they were a couple of years ago as far as, but their little league has always been solid. Their junior high has always been solid. Their high school's always been solid. They've got a solid roster, even if it's young. So it'll be fun to see. And again, Salina on the other side of the state, I don't get to see them wrestle, but I'm looking forward to that match just because I'll get to see them against a quality team like Marlow, and that'll be fun.
I know Salina has a hell of a coach.
Yeah.
That's where it starts.
Yes, they do.
Glad to have him back.
Yeah, no doubt.
So 7 of the 8 teams in Class 3A have punched their ticket to dual state. Blackwell did it a couple weeks ago. Kudos to Cassidy, Crossings, Hennessy, Morrison, Mount St. Mary's, Star Spencer, and Woodland for scheduling that one early. Get it out of the way, move on. Good job by you guys. Lincoln Christian has punched their ticket. Hobart has punched their ticket.
Oh, good.
Marlow, Salina, Berry Hill, and Sperry have punched their ticket. The only team that has not punched their ticket that's in the top 5 right now is the Perry Maroons, and that is scheduled to go tomorrow. We'll see if they can get it in tomorrow. Maybe Thursday. It depends on the weather and if all these schools are in. And they have Bethel, Chandler, Comanche, Heritage Hall, Little Axe, OCS, Perry, and Prague. 8 schools. And so they try to get 8 schools at one time with snow on the ground. Probably not going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe
Thursday.
They can bump it to Thursday and get it figured out. They'll get it figured out.
So certainly think Perry will punch that ticket. Chandler's got a little good program. I'm not saying they're going to beat Perry or nothing, but they've had a pretty good season over there in Chandler. So you look at that.
So Chandler is 14. Punch their ticket in?
No.
They're
going up.
They're going against.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just saying they're not. They're having a pretty good season in Chandler.
For sure. That's what I was like. Holy cow! They had a great tournament, but we're waiting on them still.
Yeah. So
we're waiting on their great tournament.
We certainly think Perry will be there. So, but I think the big thing out of that one, you could have like a Pahuska Perry, first round 4-5 type matchup, and then as you said, the 2-3 matchup in the semis.
Yes, again,
Marlow, Salina.
I'm always usually what I found the first round is always the guys at the top and bottom usually are predetermined, but those guys in the middle that duel are always fun, and then you get to the semis and the guys in the middle in the semis, it's a blast.
Yeah.
Of course, the girls do not have dual state, but as we learned last week with Coach Hill from the Oklahoma Wrestling Coaches Association, also coaches over at Noble, that the McLeod duel will actually be an unofficial dual state championship for the girls.
Do we know what teams are there? What teams are going to be competing in that tournament? That was a question I wrote down to ask him, and I didn't.
If we know what day it was.
That might be a fun, and we might have to get a hold and find out who is going to that tournament and win. But
I would. I'm not sure. Not sure. Yeah, we'll have to find out.
We might try. I'll make a note to try to reach out, because if we can find out again, that I would assume if they're going to hand out a trophy to that one, the major teams or the bigger teams are probably all going to be there, I would assume. But that's good information we need to know.
Yeah,
that's McLeod, right?
That's the McLeod duel. Yep. Unofficial dual state championship for them.
That's good they're doing that.
Yeah, I think so
I like
too.
that. No, I like that.
Well, I think it's going to be a good, I wouldn't say qualifier, a good test run to see what kind of crowd it can draw, what kind of participation they have, how many teams do they have that can fill a roster. I know that was a big one that both, Wes Ruth talked about. Can they produce 8 teams that have full rosters and make a competitive matchup at it? Well, then maybe that'll be telling, if they can or can't. I mean, can they put 16 teams together? Like what is that going to look like moving forward? Because if they do start handing out, trophies for the best team.
Can you go with one dual state? You have 2 classes, but have one dual state.
Can you throw everyone into
enough
it?
rosters?
Grand State.
Grand State again. But yeah, I think just doing that, the fact that the Coaches Association are kind of trying to, they're doing that trial run, and if it does work out, well, then they can maybe press the USAA to say, like, hey, we could do it this way. Or I like the idea of that. Like Phil said, you got to, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Well, sometimes you got to build something that people want to go compete at, and maybe that'll help bring that to fruition, so to speak.
Yup. All right. With that, we're going to take our third and final timeout, come back. A few more thoughts before we exit stage left here on this Monday night. Come back with us here on the High School Huddle.
What do you think you're doing?
You said we need new windows, and you're not calling Red River.
Okay.
If you're gonna throw money out the window by not calling Red River,
Okay, I get it. I'll call Red River. Where did he get all this money?
Are you ready to secure your legacy? At Black Oak Alliance, we understand that your hard work has built a future for yourself and your family. Our team of expert advisors is here to guide you through estate planning, helping you protect your assets, minimize taxes, and ensure your family's financial security. Black Oak Alliance has the experience and expertise to tailor a plan just for you. Schedule a no-cost consultation today. Visit us online at blackoakalliance.com or 405-724-6328. Black Oak Alliance, protecting your legacy.
At Mosquito and Pest Authority, our job is to keep you pest-free. Our signature mosquito control service and pest-proof barrier 360 service ensures that you aren't bothered by mosquitoes outside or pests inside. That's right, 2 brands, 2 services, only 1 visit needed. Don't believe us? We guarantee it, or we'll come back at no charge to you. No mosquitoes, no pests, no contracts, guaranteed. Call Ronnie and Sarah Phillips today at 405-916-0471.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma Streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
Final segment here on the High School Huddle for another week. Shawn, Phil, Chris, programming note. We will not see Pawhuska Perry in the first round.
Coach Klein was quick to text me and say, hey.
Yes, thank you, Coach Klein. Thank you.
We appreciate it, Coach.
Yes, absolutely. Lincoln Christian.
Pretty sure it's past his bedtime, though.
Lincoln Christian, the team that we had talked about.
He's got 4 practices to go to tomorrow. He better get to bed so he can
get some sleep.
He's trying to win a state title and just go to bed, man.
So, yes, Pawhuska will not be there with Lincoln Christian. Remember, Lincoln Christian's first ever trip to dual state. So, congratulations to them. For a few folks out there who like the football side of things as well, we're getting closer to having districts revealed. I think that goes next week for final vote. So we should be seeing some football schedules. There's some not finalized, but almost finalized to get football schedules out there with new districts. So that's coming, I think, next week sometime. I think might be February 2nd. So I know it's either 2nd or the 4th. I can't remember. I think the vote is Wednesday, the 4th, but nonetheless, football districts are getting close to being released. And so here we are, middle of wrestling, middle of basketball. Swimming is coming up for their regionals and championships. Spring sports are now practicing. Baseball starts scrimmages next month. So it is that overlap part of the year. So it's definitely a fun time in the whole high school era.
Unless you're a parent that's got kids that are doing dual sports, and
Yeah.
it's that getting pulled in all directions for them.
Enjoy being pulled, because they're going to grow up quickly, leave, and you will miss it every second of it. Enjoy being pulled.
Shawn, what's your big yellow pad have on there that I need to know about?
Well, I don't know. I had a bunch of questions for Coach Klein, and I always have about 1,000 written down. And we just kind of.
You want me to pretend to be Coach Klein and answer them?
Oh, do you want to answer? We should let Phil answer for him.
That'd be better.
No, one thing.
I bet I can get him right.
Like you can ask Phil the question. He just give you the non-coach speak, and I can give you the coach speak.
You give the actual answer.
Yeah. Fire a couple at us.
No, one of the things I found interesting, I was like, how does
No, evidently he doesn't like that.
No, I'm always
now
curious.
I know why Shawn doesn't like team sports, Chris.
He's an individual down there.
Jeez.
Let me load up the question, and you guys can answer it. You just got to let me get there.
Oh, so
Is he mad? Is he mad?
I think
I have long-winded questions.
Is
You
he
guys know
angry?
me.
Is he looking at me right now?
No, you're good, Phil.
Okay.
No, one of the things about I always find fascinating. Like I never followed sports growing up. I always had my head in the sand, focused on wrestling, whatever. So I've not been a sports fan for only but a few years. Once I started doing broadcasting and commentating, I got to enjoy the sport for once. But one thing I've always followed is like an athlete. So I liked Michael Jordan, for instance. I could care less about basketball. I don't know anything about it, but he was like just the exceptional athlete, the Mike Tyson. I didn't follow boxing, but those polarizing people. And I always was fascinated with what made them good. And now that I'm older, it's coaches. I like, what is making them good? Like, what is it behind him? And with Coach Klein, I wanted to talk, his assistant coach now is Coach Edgar, who happened to be when Coach Klein was wrestling, Coach Edgar was his coach.
Right.
And then full circle, now that Coach Klein is the head coach, his assistant coach, so they've got this.
Sounds of things. He may be daddy-in-law at some point too.
Perhaps.
He keeps taking pictures with the blonde with the state championships. That doesn't hurt.
Good Lord.
He keeps winning. She likes winners. He's there. Yeah. But I
pressure.
guess the fascinating, not what's fascinating, but for me, I know coaching wrestling especially is a lot more than just coaching wrestling moves. And I think a lot of times young guys get out of college and they're ready to take on the world, and there's so much more to building a program. There's so much more to dealing with parents. There's dealing with administration, dealing with scheduling. There's so many things that go into coaching that you don't learn when you're in college wrestling. You don't learn when you're in school. You learn on the fly when you get there. And so just the value for him, one of my questions was, how in the world how are you having so much success this young in your career? And I was teeing it up for him to talk about having that guy that's already been there and already done that, aside from the wrestling moves, but all the other things that pull a coach away from teaching wrestling are all the things I just mentioned. Well, he has a built-in coach partner right there.
A lot of wisdom.
Yeah, a ton of wisdom to lean on that can help guide him through that. So a lot of the hiccups, a lot of the things that slow coaches down or maybe hinder their growth, I'm not saying he didn't have to deal with that, but he definitely had a confidant that was very supportive and capable right there. Plus, it's his athletic director.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt about all that, but I think guys like Coach Klein, who I would put in that category of elite coaches, right? He's earned that. He's been a competitor his whole life. He talked about it. One of the first things he said tonight, this really stood out to me. I needed to win that first state title. He won two. He said, because we were all finishing second too much. He's obviously a driven young man.
And I bet he had cousins in Perry that had won state.
Just talking smack. He did. But a kid that's I say kid because I'm almost double his age, but a man who is so driven, like he obviously is, right? They're going to find a way. And I think when you have that mindset that he has, people around you, whether it's in the community, within the school district, all that, I think there's a lot of grace a lot of times, right? To help you learn along the way, because they know the big picture and they know what you're trying to do and they get it. And, you know, remember, he's from Blackwell. Very highly respected, I would assume, obviously. Well thought of, I would assume, obviously, right, within the community. So he had a head start in that regard because he didn't have to establish who he was as a person. But I think winners are going to find a way to win, and most winners find a way to win pretty quick. What did he say? What did he say that was the first parking lot cleared off on Sunday?
Wrestling room.
And you and I talked about this before we came on the air. Said, you know, I guarantee you the good programs are finding a way to practice.
And he probably didn't have to make a phone call.
No.
The guy that cleared the parking lot was probably
Well, he went to the church parking lot, then he came over to the Blackwell.
That's right.
That's a Blackwell wrestler probably doing that.
But they're gonna find a darn way. If it wasn't a school employee, then it was a dad that had a tractor, a front end loader, or Bobcat or something that was out there pushing snow. Those kids
I think in NASCAR.
But you know,
NASCAR.
they're getting it done one way or the other. And to me, that is a mindset. That is the culture.
The culture's
I like the chip Blackwell has. I do, and they have a chip.
Oh, for sure.
And I like it. I like the fact it's that us against the world. I love it when he said it's the best rivalry in high school wrestling. Blackwell and I love that. That's what he should think.
He felt it too.
Yes, that's inside. That's not coach talk. That's in his fiber.
And that wasn't a let's talk about other ones. It was no, this is the biggest.
This is.
To him, it's the biggest.
Yeah.
And everyone else follow suit.
He didn't say what team you want to do. He didn't say Stillwater or Evan North. Went to Coweta, but didn't go to Stillwater.
I bet he'd be happy to duel them.
Oh, I think he would too.
I know he would.
It's one of those things like Phil was just talking about. It's, you know, when you're I didn't wrestle at a Division I school. I was at a Division II school. Give me those guys because I want to show them how good I think I am, you know? And I think for them, every wrestler on that roster gets to hear about those other schools. Oh, you're going to let me get my hands on them now? Let me show them who I am. And we talked about it in the room, earning respect from the wrestlers maybe. It's the same thing in a duel. Like, okay, even if I'm a sophomore wrestling a senior 4-time state champ, I'm going to put my hands on you, and you're going to respect me before this is over. Yeah. I might win, I might not, but I want the opportunity. I feel like every kid on their roster is that mentality.
Yeah.
What did you learn from the show today? Want me to go first?
Yes.
Blackwell has 2 seniors on their program.
I know. I'm sitting there trying to keep track. I'm going, okay, there's 2.
Ouch.
Okay, there's still just 2. Okay, there's only 2.
That's what when I did the scouting report on them for the duel. That's the first thing I noticed was I'm going through like first thing I do go straight to the rankings, how many kids they got ranked, blah blah blah, and then I get the weigh-in chart, and these guys are all sophomore, freshman, junior, sophomore, freshman, and I'm like, oh my God! Not only are they this good, they're not going anywhere.
Oh.
I also learned today that Pawhuska will not be at the dual state tournament.
all courtesy of Coach.
Coach Lincoln
Christian.
That up.
Yeah. Lincoln Christian gets there.
Well, for me, though, the big thing is, and every great coach talks about this, it's the culture they're building. I think what's smart about
League.
I think,
In Little League.
In Little League, right. And that's because that is part of the culture, right?
Yeah.
But I think the thing that makes Blackwell special is the location and the size of the town, the community, and that wrestling is what Blackwell's known for.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a wrestling town. You don't want to go over there and start running your mouth in the summer months at a baseball game. I mean, there's too many boys walking around with cauliflower ear over there. So, but I mean, it's just that culture he's building is going to keep them at the highest level competing for a long, long time. Long time.
And this is normally Phil's the funny comment, but mine is what I learned today is that there actually is a time when it's acceptable to take your shirt off in the state
100%.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
there actually is
100%.
With no money
legitimate
changing
reason.
hands.
With no money change. Just
Yes.
he sold me on that. Like, you know what? That's a perfect time to do it.
Well, and
Under those circumstances,
when it all happened,
absolutely.
I mean, if you're a dad and you've got a kiddo that competes,
I didn't realize he got tech fault pinned a
I
month
didn't,
before that.
I didn't either.
No wonder he took his shirt
he acted
off.
that
I
way.
mean,
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Okay. Shawn, do you have duels this week to pick from, or no duels this week?
No, I don't have duels written down this week.
So, all right.
I failed miserably.
Well, what's the big one Coach told me I had to pick for Thursday? Who do they have Thursday?
Well,
Let me
yeah,
pull it up.
we can pull those up real quick. Enough time to let me know that, or let everyone know that the ones that we picked last week, we all picked McAllister to win their duel, district duel, and they did.
Yeah.
So all three of us got that one right.
Winners.
We are waiting the 6A2 district duel to.
We got that one right.
Not yet.
Well, not,
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, we know.
4A1, I went with the Cash Bulldogs. Jared and I went with Cash. Phil and Shawn went with the Weatherford Eagles. And I asked, are you sure you're not thinking about the basketball team? And you both said no. Basketball team's pretty good this year. And then in 4A3 district, Phil and I went with Sulphur.
Obvious
The
pick.
Bulldogs.
Obvious pick.
Shawn went with Bridge Creek.
That was obvious.
Bridge
pick.
Creek. Not Creek Bridge, but Bridge Creek.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the 3A7, I'm glad we didn't pick Pawhuska and the Lincoln Christian.
I wish we would have. Oh, no, I wouldn't have picked them.
No, you wouldn't. 3A7, Sperry. We all three lost that one.
Sperry won, didn't they?
I think that's right. Phil went with Victory Christian.
Yeah. I got caught up in their dual record. Rookie mistake.
Shawn and I went with Pawnee.
Why'd you do that?
Well, because it was because of Kale.
Yeah,
He's just one weight
Yeah.
class guy.
I know, but
Well, you want to pick Victory Christian?
No.
Perhaps the
have
worst
against
pick of the year,
Christians?
right?
I love Christians, but God loves me without, have to pay tuition.
God loves me for free.
loves me for free.
So the overall standings, I'm glad you asked, Shawn. Phil is 9-5.
9-5. Okay.
Shawn's 10-4.
Mm-hmm.
Chris is 10-4.
Oh, I'm in
Oh,
second.
dang, Chris
I'm in
caught me
second.
this week. I got to lock in.
No, I'm in second.
Definitely, you're in
Yeah,
second. You're not in third anymore.
I'm in second.
Phil, you're doing great.
It's actually
I'm runner
third.
up right now.
No,
No, it's second.
It's considered third.
It's considered
In
second.
the base, in standings.
We're not playing baseball right now,
Well, it's
Chris.
in all, not just baseball, all sports.
That's not true.
If two teams are
depends
tied,
on-
then the next
it's
one's
not true.
third.
If the glass is half full or empty, or
I'm in second.
If somebody's first or second,
I'm
then
in second.
you're in third.
Well, who's in second?
Whoever loses between Chris and Shawn right now.
No.
There's two people.
You guys currently are tied for first. I'm in second.
How can you be second when there's three people?
How can you be? Well, because you guys are tied.
That's right. The top two spots are taken.
No, one spot's taken. You're tied for first.
There's three spots, and you're down here.
No, I'm not. I'm right there.
it's like this every trip. Every trip we go on,
Ridiculous.
right here.
Chris lives to try to tear me down. I don't know why.
No, you do
Shawn,
that.
I don't know. I don't know
Victory
why.
Christian. I didn't tell you pick Victory Christian.
That was a mistake on my part. I know better.
Shawn, did we stall long enough for you to find 5 deals?
I found 3 really good ones.
Oh, wow. That was quick. That's quick.
Yeah.
One
Keep
on
talking.
Blackwell?
I'll
Is one
find
on
2 more.
Blackwell?
Actually, yes, and you're going to like this one, but have fun picking. Well, I know what your pick's going to be.
I ain't picking against Coach anymore. I can tell you that.
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either.
Last thing I need is get my butt kicked by a 160-pound 32-year-old.
He's
in one day.
In one day.
and one day. It'd be fine if it wasn't for that day.
Yeah.
And I would pick the Cushing Guthrie one, but that got bumped till next week, so we'll pick that.
okay.
We'll pick that one next week.
Well, we know who you're picking. Cushing.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
All right. Give us the first one. I get to go first.
Oh. Why do you get to go first?
Well, because I won last week.
Oh, here we go.
But you guys are tied. And Shawn had the
overall,
box.
overall, we're tied.
And Shawn had the box.
Shawn lost.
Shawn got
It doesn't
beat.
matter.
Shawn lost weather.
Sean lost a
What?
lot.
It doesn't matter.
You're snowed in. You need sun needs to come out for you.
Sun will come out tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
It was so – I couldn't even go to a revival this weekend. That's how bad the roads were.
Wow.
Ridiculous.
They don't close casinos, do they?
I don't know. I have a conservative wife.
You have four-wheel drive.
I said, honey, just close your eyes. We'll either get there or we won't.
Okay.
All right.
Shawn can give us the first one,
Okay.
and then that'll give you time to find another one here.
First duel, Blackwell versus Bristow.
Oh, it's simple.
I always get the hard ones. Blackwell, Bristow. Well, this is a big time 1-2 matchup. When when these two teams programs get together, you might as well throw the records out of the way because this is big time. This is big time. Yeah. This could be a preview of the state championship on February 14th on Love Day.
On Love Day,
I think it will be I think it will come down to these two teams in the state
Love
championship.
Day?
February 14th.
Oh, Valentine's. Every day is Valentine's Day at the Nichols house.
Yeah, I understand, Phil. But if you have to pull my arm, I will go with Blackwell.
Yeah.
Now, if they meet up a second time, who knows what happens? It's hard to beat a team twice in the same year.
You believe
I
any
should-
of this you're saying right now?
I should have changed this pick and put an over and under on how many matches get won
Oh.
by Bristow.
A bonus question.
Yeah, bonus question.
Okay.
All right, so
Okay. Well, we can put down. We can go bonus.
we're gonna go bonus.
Okay. After we get our picks in.
Okay, we'll get our picks in because I think we're all gonna pick the same,
Well,
and then we're gonna
could
pick
be a
over and under.
tiebreaker.
I know
Could
what
be
I'm
a
putting. The
tiebreaker.
over. I'm gonna put the over and under. That'll be great.
Okay. So Blackwell for Chris. Shawn, what would you like to do?
I'm doing Blackwell.
Okay.
I just can't vote against what I've seen. There's only a couple of teams I'd probably pick over Blackwell in the state.
Phil, your chance to get back into the tie.
Oh, there's no doubt. Blackwell.
Oh.
Purely out of fear of Coach Klein.
So the bonus question
Is
how many wins?
will Blackwell win more than 10 of the 14
10 of the
matches
14.
wrestled?
You're setting it at 10?
10 is what I'm setting it at. Will they win more than 10?
10 and a half.
10 and a half then, yeah. Or less
You don't want
than.
to ride a fence at 10. 10 and a half. You got to go 11 or
You got
9.
to make it 11 now.
No.
Basically, can Bristow win 4 matches? So let's put it at 9.5. So can Bristow win 4 matches is the under and over for the tiebreaker.
So if
Since
we
we're
go
all
over, that means Blackwell wins 10 or
So
more. Okay.
yeah, so basically, if Bristow wins 5 of the 14 matches,
So if I think Blackwell's going to win 10 matches, I'll say over.
Over, correct.
yeah.
All right, Chris, I'm gonna go under. I'm gonna go under.
Shawn.
I'm going to go over.
Just bonus question.
I'm way over.
Way over.
How many matches do you think they'll win?
I think they'll win 12.
That was going to be my number.
Yeah, I think they'll win 12.
See, this is why I don't mind being the bad guy. I mean,
No, it's your opinion.
yeah. I'm no scaredy cat of K County. Okay.
Not when you're sitting in Logan, you're not.
Match number 2, Shawn Silvis.
Let's do Bigsby versus Broken Arrow.
Ooh.
That's going to be maybe the best duel of the week.
Ooh, I
Shawn,
like it.
and Shawn, you get to go first.
Oh.
Bixby and BA. That's Thursday night.
Where's it at?
That is going to be wrestling
At Broken Arrow.
at BA. That's good. They have a better chance of
It's a 5-minute difference in
stream.
drive, so it's okay.
Yeah, but they're not going to be at home.
But BA is likely to stream, more than likely. So
Ooh, that means we can watch it.
that's right.
Will they stream it on YouTube, you think, or they have their own network?
They stream on YouTube. Yeah, they have Arrowvision. That's
Okay.
on YouTube. Yeah.
Sweet. I guess I'll go safe pick and go Bigsby.
Safe pick.
I'm going to go safe pick. I got to try to get back. I got to get ahead here. I did not do good last week. I got to play it safe.
Okay.
In honor of my buddy, Coach Miller, give me Broken Arrow.
Oh.
He still owes me a bag of popcorn.
We got to start doing tiebreakers with these under and overs. This will be fun.
I'm going Bixby.
Oh, I just got one back on you boys.
I'm going Bixby.
Look at those guys. You're picking against those kids?
That's right.
You're picking against him? Come on.
Look at all those muscles.
That's a funny thing. Not one of them has muscles, but they all look like they want to kill you.
I would not want to ride an elevator with them. Okay. Duel number 3, Shawn Silvis.
Let's go Elgin versus Cash.
That's good. That's so good. That's so good.
I thought I might be able to snag you boys with that
That's
one.
so good. I love that.
That's, I think it's Phil's pick, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
pick?
Oh, yeah.
You know,
So Elgin number 3.
4.
I keep going
But
back
they
and
beat
forth.
Chickasha. That's the hard part. You know, well, in the tournament, they placed ahead.
3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
Elgin.
And I wonder if maybe Chickasha didn't wrestle all their kids, and maybe that's why they haven't moved up. I mean, I don't know that. I haven't even looked. I'm just guessing. And maybe that's why they didn't move up, even though they placed above them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could be. That's just a logical. That doesn't mean it actually happened that way.
Number 4 and 5A versus number 4 and 4A.
I like it.
Elgin C beat Altus.
Just down the road from each other.
Western Heights Noble. So Elgin has not lost a duel yet.
Not surprising.
No, I don't think they lost a duel. Pick between Cash and Elgin is like picking between your two siblings. They're so similar to each other. I mean, you don't know if you're in Cash, you don't know if you're in Elgin. They're so close
Different
to each other.
sides of the state.
It's just,
Really?
yeah, Cash people, Elgin people, same type of people.
Are you trying to upset Jared?
Well, it's just what I feel, Phil.
Phil.
That's how I feel, Phil.
It is the battle of the Wichitas.
Is it my pick?
Yeah, I mean, I know who you're picking.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to pick against my Elgin boys. All they do is win. Shit. I ain't picking against Elgin. They got a tough lineup.
Wait until they play Carl Albert or Coweta.
Tough
You still picking
lineup.
Elgin?
Huh?
You picking Elgin over Carl Albert and Elgin
Next
over
year?
Coweta? This year.
In wrestling?
Oh, yeah, that's the wrestling show.
Well, no, I'm picking Coweta.
Okay.
I mean, man's got his limits, Chris. Good Lord.
Your mind changed on Coeto when I showed you all their stats. You're like, oh.
I said, Coweta pretty good. He showed his stats. I said, oh, good Lord.
Yeah, no, they're okay. And then you met their coach, and you're like, oh, that makes sense.
Love him.
In an upset,
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh, here we go. Here
this
we
is
go.
how I get 2 back from Chris right here.
in an upset,
Say it.
I'll go with the underdog Elgin Owls.
Oh,
Come on.
oh.
I think Cash is feeling really good about themselves, and I think Elgin sneaks in there.
I thought
In the
for
Battle of
sure
the
I was going
Wichitas?
to hook you guys on Cash so I could get ahead.
Well, I have a rule. I never pick against Elgin.
Unless
Chris?
it's Coeto.
Or
Yeah,
Carl
but that's
Albert.
hypothetical.
Right.
Those are hypotheticals.
Sean, I guess that leaves you with Cash to be different.
No, I can't. I can't go against Coach Ralph.
No.
He's one of my favorites. And
He's also got one of the best Facebook videos with him and his kids. He's
Oh,
in
yeah.
a singlet.
Well, I think that was older brother.
Was that older? God,
Yeah.
He looks just like his dad.
Yeah. I think it was.
How many freaking kids do they
I
have?
think I have 2 studs that both coach at high school level.
Good Lord.
Comanche and Elgin. Oh. But yeah, I'm going to go Elgin. But now let's tie break it since we're all picking it. All
Oh, boy.
Okay.
right, there's 14 matches wrestled.
Yeah.
So if we all think that Elgin's going to win,
Well-
7 and 7 is middle of the ground, right? So let's go under and over at 9.
9. Elgin wins.
So let's go 8.5.
8.5. Okay.
8.5
for Elgin victories.
Elgin victories. You taking the over or the under? Is it going to be a close enough duel that it's going to come down to bonus? Is Elgin going to win 9 matches?
Oh, is it me?
Oh,
yep,
yeah.
Yep.
You can-
Waiting on Phil.
Phil, Chris, Sean. And it's 8.5.
8.5. Yep.
What was the Perry line?
9.5.
9.5.
Not Perry, Chris.
I mean Blackwell.
They're
Blackwell again.
not Perry.
I hope
It's
Coach
twice
Klein's not
tonight.
still watching.
Good Lord.
Well, when Blackwell gets up to the Perry numbers, and I'll get them confused the other way around.
I
Okay.
mean, you
What?
Shots fired.
What is wrong with
It's
you?
just I'm just looking at the history.
You're going to see him again.
I'm just looking at the history books. I'm going to see the Perry coach too.
He's never going to see 50 if he keeps this crap up.
We're have to talk to him about wrestlers. They're a little crazy.
I mean, I know what we're doing now,
They
but
don't joke about things like this.
I'm looking at the history of the sport.
It's a Coach Klein. He's new to wrestling.
I'll give you his address, Coach Klein. Just make it quick.
Billboards on the highway, movies being made.
Are you done? What was the over and under?
8.5.
8.5.
Oh, over.
So they're gonna win.
They're going to win.
I should have put the. I'm gonna have to move this line. If everyone, we got to move the line far enough. Are you picking the over too?
I'm taking the under.
You're taking the under. Okay.
Yeah,
He
absolutely.
thinks it's going to be a dogfight.
Cash, man.
You think Cash will split it with him?
No.
Maybe 1. I'm gonna go 8.
Thinking 8. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna take the over.
Elgin's got that tough little heavyweight we saw in the finals. Got a 3-timer.
Yeah, that little guy that could get off bottom. He was quick. Very quick.
Really good. Just went blank. They're backup tailback.
You think Blackwell and Perry would be better in football?
Well, they're too busy wrestling.
I think the reason they're so good at wrestling is because they're not good at football.
I think so too.
No
too
one's
busy wrestling.
No one's wasting that time of the season to play
wrestling.
football. They're getting ready for season.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have Perry on next week?
Sure, they're your favorite team. It sounds like.
That's Cash.
Oh, sorry.
All right. Duel number 4.
Let's do. All right. So real quick, I haven't even looked at this. I just know they're. Don't look at your rankings.
Okay.
Oh, you already do. You're
This
looking
is-
at it right now.
I'm
This
getting
is
it off the
just-
screen.
This is-
just pull.
Hey, AB.
This is just. I'm only putting this on here because it's football heavy. Union versus Jinx.
Oh, that's easy.
Oh, it's easy.
Chris is first. Go ahead, Chris.
I always get the tough ones.
Just pick Union and let's move on.
I'm going.
You're going Union.
He's going to you.
Going to you.
I'm going Union as well. I was hoping I could.
Phil's going to go with Jinx.
No, I'm not. I'm going Union.
Well, that one wasn't as fun as I was
Why do
hoping
you?
it would be.
Well, I'm just doing what you do.
I don't do that.
You just did it. Oh, Chris is going with Union. Go ahead and pick Union.
So Union's starting to
say
get
it
smart.
like
They're
that?
Pretty close.
No, it's
Not
fine. That's
real
cap.
close, but pretty
That's cap.
close.
See, I don't know this for
Rewind to
sure,
10.
but I'm hoping that Union's getting their football guys involved in wrestling. Maybe that's where the wrestling's picking up. Maybe Jinx is late to the party, but I could be completely wrong. Those sports could be
Who's
separated.
Kawita got? Has Kawita got anybody this week?
Caletta?
Cool.
Oh, Jared's going Jinx.
Jared's going Jinx.
Ooh.
Okay, we got a rebel in the crowd.
Little NASCAR.
Who did you ask me for? Kawita?
Caletta. Some people call him Caletta. It might be
Coweta.
underneath there. Look under C.
Starts with a sound. Oh, hey, that could be fun. Let's do Kawita for
We
one.
got a bonus.
Well,
I should have done Kawita.
got a bonus.
unless they're wrestling Perry, Stillwater, Evan North, it doesn't matter.
I know.
Who are they
but
wrestling?
They're wrestling Salida.
Salina.
Okay, that's a good one.
But we're all going to pick the same thing, though, but still, it's a fun duel.
Never know.
We're picking an over-under on that one, though.
Coach might be might be wrestling the second team.
Is that our 5th pick?
Yeah, this is number 5. It says rookie move. What rookie move did I make? Help me out. What's my rookie? What did I do?
The cardinal sin of wrestling. I don't know. There's a lot of cardinal sins in wrestling.
What's the cardinal sin? Tell me some.
Don't wear your shoes on the wrestling mat.
Yeah.
Definitely don't put chairs and tables on wrestling.
Ever.
That's definitely
That
one.
freaked me out, Carl Albert. Oh, you said it's fine.
He
Well,
says
I'm
fine. I
not
was like,
okay with it.
I don't know.
Lindsay said that. Oh,
Yeah.
Lindsay said that.
I don't know if I know the rookie move. Maybe you picked against.
Cardinals.
Maybe it's something you said about against Blackwell. We were talking about Blackwell earlier and calling him Perry. Maybe that's it. I don't know.
You ever get up to their
Maybe you'll have
level? There were so many insults she spit out
I
there.
It's
know.
not insults.
I know.
It's facts.
We're gonna have to hire
15
security for
second period.
Chris just to go to the duels.
You know what? Like my dad told my mom, you know what? He needs to get his butt kicked. Maybe he just needs to get his butt kicked.
Did your dad tell your mom
So,
that?
yeah.
A lot? Yeah, like,
Yeah.
maybe.
You know what? No,
It's
I know
time.
he's 3 years older. He needs to get his butt kicked.
So what did I say that was incorrect?
It's
Don't
not about.
don't bring us into your shenanigans.
I mean, no, what did I say
No.
that's
It's
not
incorrect?
about numbers.
No answers. Okay.
You're the one that stepped in it. We're over here just minding our own business. You handle your business with Miss Lindsay, CEO.
Yeah, I am curious to know which rookie move he made.
I'm just telling you.
I was over here trying
You
to
need
find.
to have her
teams.
text it to Shawn, or she can post it.
Perry and
okay.
Blackwell. Can't get them confused. They have a battle of who's first and
yeah.
the best maroon.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That is. You did it. He did it twice tonight. Twice.
They're both wrestling schools. They
But
both
you did
have
it twice.
maroons. That's fine.
We have the head coach.
So
of
you just got
Blackwell on the show, and you
confused
called him
because of the
Perry.
maroon thing? Is that what it was?
Well, maybe I'm used to saying Perry wins all the time, and I'm trying to adjust to this
Not
Blackwell
for the
thing.
last several years. You
That's
haven't.
fair. That's fair.
2.
That's fair. Honest
gonna be
mistake.
3.
Honest mistake.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
Don't cover for him.
I'm just trying to get him back in good graces with Coach Klein. You saw how offended he was with you.
So I
it's
got.
way
So
too
I
late
can't.
for that.
I can't state facts. I just gotta ignore them.
I mean, on.
I mean, we have great folks in Perry that are listening too.
I know,
Or
I know.
watching.
Yeah,
so we
I
can't.
know.
We just can't ignore them.
Well,
Why are you so upset right now?
I'm not being upset.
well, they're
my
they're definitely
friends at
Chris
Perry are
heavy.
highly offended right now.
Well, they're definitely Chris heavy. They're definitely Chris heavy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we'll know where to go find the escorts we're going to need for them.
right.
We'll go to Perry to get
We'll
them.
go to Perry.
Yeah.
Quita Salina.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh. I don't know if I should comment that out loud or just let it ride, but
No, we're not going to say that out loud. We're not going to say that out
is
loud.
it?
Here,
I'll
hold
give- you wait till you
I gotta
see
see
it.
it. Just shot at me.
But we
no,
are not
no.
saying this out loud. Nope. Coach, I know you probably don't care if we
Coach
say
Klein
that, but
said-
we're not saying that.
Coach Klein said friendly rivalry we have going on with Perry.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Out loud is good. If he tells me I have to, I'll say it.
Oh. You have to?
If only if Coach says I have to.
Well, here we go.
If he says I have to say it, I'll say it.
It's fixing to happen now.
No, here we go.
So what's Chris is fixing to bring facts.
Why would you do that?
He's just yeah.
What does it say?
I had nothing
Phil,
to do
you
with
have
this.
to. Coach says lots of dust on those Perry trophies.
Coach didn't say that. Someone said that.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
He
Allegedly.
said out loud.
Somebody said that.
Lots of dust
Correct.
on those Perry trophies.
Oh boy.
Lots of dust.
Well, there's a lot of trophies to get dust on. 67, 1, 2, 4, 6.
Not maroon on there. He doesn't have a Perry shirt on.
63 wrestling championships.
That's great.
63.
How far back do they go?
1952,
52 to win. When was the last one?
2019.
Holy smokes. That's a run.
Yeah.
It's great. New sheriff in town, boys. It's the other maroon.
It's the other maroon. Well, all I can say is I hope that someday soon Perry can get back to their old form so that Blackwell and Perry can duke it out again. That'll be a lot of fun.
Maybe Perry's letting Blackwell catch up.
Oh, boy.
I'm trying over here to settle the waters.
I mean,
and Chris just floating
He
flames. I'm trying. Why am I the one trying to be politically
You know
correct?
what? He does need to get his
And-
butt kicked. He really does. This would do him some good.
I'm guessing we're all picking Quita to beat Salina.
Yeah, but let's do. Do we got to do an under and over?
Wait. Maybe I don't want to. Maybe I want to do take a long shot.
So Salina would be a long shot?
Oh yeah.
I'm going. I've got an under and over that's going to be a little bit harder than the last one.
Okay, let's just do the. Okay.
Oh, well, hold on. Quita, everybody?
Yeah.
Times two. Okay. Are you going to put it at 10.5?
I'm going to put it at 10.5 to see if Salina can win 3 matches against Quita. Can Salina win 3 matches against Quita?
I go first. No, I'm taking the under on that one.
Taking the under. Yeah. Having not seen their lineup,
They're some good kids.
now I got to go next. A lot of dead time. I'm thinking hard. I made that line too hard for
I
me.
can go next. You want me to?
Go next if you got one.
Over.
You both are going the over?
I went under.
He went under.
Oh, he went under. You don't think they can win 3 matches? And Phil thinks they'll win 3 matches or more?
Now, we don't count forfeits. I mean,
Yeah, no, well, I don't think either team will forfeit. I think they both got full rosters.
Jared's going over.
So
Now-
Jared thinks they're going to win more than 3 matches, correct? Is that what that means?
Now we're going to have like a reporter on scene so we know who wins
No.
or loses.
What we said? Why are we changing the rules?
Who's changing the rules?
It was Shawn. I'm saying it politely. Oh boy, what the CEO says.
Lindsay said, "Don't say it."
What? Spoke too late, Lindsay.
The genie's out of the bottle now.
Yeah. So if you're saying you said it at 10.5, right?
Yes.
So I'm saying when I say over that I think Kawita is going to win 11 matches.
Correct.
Yeah.
Or more.
Yeah, or more.
Yeah. You think Kawita's going to win 11,
I think they're going to dog
and
walk
that
them.
I got
Salina can only win 3.
I got
Yeah.
Kawita winning 10.
And I think there'll be 2 or 3 matches in there that are nail biters. That could swing that. I mean, that's not but if I have to, gun to my head, I'm going to say over.
I should have looked before I did all these under and overs. I should have looked at the head-to-head matchups because I'm stuck. I'm
this
stuck on
makes
this
it better.
one.
I mean, this is.
I know.
You told me
I
to
know.
close my thing. Phil accused me of cheating.
I was
so-
really
looking
really
right at
hoping
it.
you
I'm
guys
not
would
looking
get
right at it.
caught up in
I'm looking at all
football
these
and
Perry
not
State
think about
championships. What I'm
wrestling.
looking at.
Oh, boy.
That's exactly what I'm looking at.
He just can't.
Did they win one in the
1984. Yeah.
Oh man,
66.
4, yes?
golly! I can't.
Did they win one
The odds are yes.
in 2000?
Lindsay, you need to put that one on the YouTube comments, babe. Lindsay wants to put the under and over on something.
I mean, look at them. There they are. I mean,
Jazz band? Really?
Yeah, they're jazz.
Oh,
band.
you're looking at wrestling. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the huge section in the middle right there.
What's even more impressive is look at the dual states.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, no, it's an unbelievable run that ended 6 years ago.
Chris is going to leave the next duel.
That's what we're going to put the under and over on.
That's the comment of the night. I love it.
I'm just.
She texted me that, and I'm like, nah, you need to put that on YouTube.
That's awesome. That's so good.
If I guess being factual is, I don't know. I just can't go there. I guess. But
I guess not.
that's what it is.
Baseball's about stats, and wrestling's about pride. And oh yeah, no, Perry's gonna
Here
A lot
we
of
go.
pride. A lot of pride in Perry.
yes,
A lot of pride in
yes,
Perry.
there is. Yes, there is.
Boy, Perry better make the dual state tournament.
That's good.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Chris is going to leave the next turn with cauliflower. That's the best.
Oh, Blackwell Perry could be a semi final.
Oh,
Assuming Perry gets in and wins the first round.
oh, I got a feeling I know right where Coach Klein's coming directly after that duel.
I haven't made my pick yet. I still got time to think about it.
Oh, you still got time?
That's so funny. That's good stuff.
All right. I got to go eat dinner in Perry.
Sounds like it.
Hey, I would drive right. I wouldn't turn to go to Blackwell. I would.
Now-
You know, I've gotten tickets in both Blackwell and Perry. I got pulled over twice in Blackwell.
There's a good chance the police officer had cauliflower ear in either one of
Yeah,
those.
well, I
towns.
just 10 and 2.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
The same within a block of each other in Blackwell, the same place.
By the old outlet malls? Outlet mall?
Going through town, coming back from a revival, I'm cutting through Blackwell, and the speed signs get a little tricky along that stretch.
Tried to trick you, didn't they?
Well, they succeeded, and it was funny. It was the same officer. It was the exact same officer. It was about 2 months apart.
Did he recognize you?
Oh, yeah. He wrote me on the first one. He said, yeah. He said, it switched right back there. I said, okay, I got it. And gives me a ticket. And then a couple months later, I'm rolling
Do
through
you not tell me?
And Tanya
you know who I am? Do you know who I am?
I tried that. Didn't work. And
He said no. Said no, I don't know who you are.
And but he didn't know who I was the second time.
See there? Now you know.
famous.
Now you know
He
who I
comes
am.
walking up, and he says, I remember that flag in the back window from a couple months ago. And my old truck had a flag on there. I said, yes, sir. He goes, you're a slow learner, aren't you? You have no idea. He gave me a warning. Yeah, he was a good sport, but he wrote me on the first one, gave me a warning on the second.
You know what? He's not going to
Yeah, you can't get him back. This is as good as he is right here. You're a slow learner.
Dr. Don never stops OU Wrestling people from talking. I don't know what OU Wrestling can be talking about right now. They're not very good. Although you tell me they are okay.
Who's that?
I feel like
A third tier?
I feel like this ship is
Going in the right direction.
is starting to turn. It's not Oklahoma State wrestling, but at least they do have history. They do have tradition. It just has drifted from that.
2 times in Agra coming home from Cushing. Be careful. Oh, Agra. They got a big old charter bus.
Is that Dr. Dawn? That's Dr. Dawn, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's Dr. Dawn.
My chiropractor. I need to go see her.
She doesn't do mental things anymore.
Oh, no, she works
on
for
the
me.
physical.
She works on me.
Oh, okay,
Yeah. Said she likes hard cases.
She needs to keep working.
She's failing currently. But fix my back quick.
Yeah,
but
Dr. Dawn just learned the lesson from the Blackwell police officer. It's not going to work. Just got to go with it.
you're a slow learner, aren't you?
All right, Perry, I'm coming home. I'll be there in about 30 minutes.
Yeah, you will.
Great Mexican restaurant in Perry, right off the
there
highway.
is. There actually is.
Oh,
yeah.
my, two really good Mexican
good.
restaurants off the highway there. I did go to McDonald's in Blackwell on my way back from Kansas.
How'd that turn out?
It was good.
Good experience?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Were they cordial?
Next time, next time the other is going to have cauliflower.
We're not going to leave him unsupervised.
No, we're going to have to be careful.
I've been to Perry a whole lot more times than I had Blackwell.
Oh, we know. We know.
Yeah, clearly.
Clearly.
My state senator's from
Oh,
Perry.
boy. Here we go now. Here we go.
Have you seen the Perry softball team? They're pretty darn good, too.
This is how it all...
So I don't want to get to the Little League fields over in Perry, some of the best kept ball fields over in Perry.
Are you done?
That's good.
Well,
I know.
I can keep going on and on.
Oh, we know. Well, we know.
Rice families from Perry?
Love the Rice family. Great
Yes,
people.
Yes. So.
Notice their son didn't wrestle. What must it be like to be a basketball player in Perry or Blackwell?
Or football or baseball or basketball.
But basketball head up against wrestling.
All sports matter.
No, they don't.
That's when you get the attaboy.
Your basketball player, good for you. That's nice. That's nice.
Oh, yeah. Good job, buddy.
That's cute.
We need to get out of here for one of us says something stupid here. So
Whoa.
We're trying to reel them back
Cross
in.
that bridge. All right, let's go home.
all right, we're out of here. Stay warm.
That's all I got.
4x4.
4x4.
Enjoy no school tomorrow.
Someone's got to go to work tomorrow.
All right. That'll do it. Huge thank you to Coach Connor Klein of the Blackwell Maroons. I can't say enough great things about Blackwell because they are about to go. Can I not finish? You guys are interrupting my moment with Blackwell. Listen, I know football and baseball and basketball, track. It's all tough in Blackwell these days. But the Blackwell wrestling program is where it's at.
They're tough, too.
Got the fresh paint. Going to need some more paint when Coach Klein and the Blackwell boys are done with dual state, in-state tournaments. So that'll do it. Big shout out to all my friends in Blackwell. First shot, Silvis, Phil Nichols. I don't know who I am, so we're out of here. So long.